What's up, everybody? It is Call, and I am joined by Jose, of course. Um, yeah, how's it going, buddy? You doing all right?
Yeah, I'm fine, thank you. As you sent me a message earlier, I told you I'm off work, so
Yeah, for some
yeah,
reason, yeah, my
I'm,
brain just
I'm,
wasn't working.
yeah, I'm all right, mate, because I'm off work. So unlike you, has to go to work soon. But mind you, in saying that, I've lost 6 hours. You still got 6 hours to catch up with me.
Exactly,
If I get the winning numbers tonight, I'll send them back over to you, Cole.
There you go. Help me
What's
out.
happened to your mic? I don't know.
Oh,
You're not talking.
oh, well, how about this? There we go. Fixed.
You're back. You're back now. You're back.
Yep, sorry about that. Yeah, so Jose, we spent some time together yesterday, and it was a fun time. We had a fun time hanging out, but unfortunately, the match did not go exactly as we had hoped. And
Put your thing down.
okay, unfortunately,
Now I
the
can hear
match
you.
didn't
Now we
go.
can hear you. You had that in the air. So now I can hear you.
Gotcha. Well, okay, guys, we can hear each other now. Life is good. But yeah, unfortunately, the match didn't go the way we wanted yesterday, Jose. But we had fun watching. That was a fun time.
I've got no complaints, man. I haven't. I mean, I saw some of the comments that people were making. But for me, I have no complaints whatsoever. Do you know what I mean? At the end of the day, all I'm going to say, right, is to people need to calm right down because all these people that were umming and ahhing and we're not going to do this and we're not going to do that and we've lost our best player, we haven't got a manager, we're going to be relegation cannon fodder, blah, blah, blah. All of a sudden, we're doing better than what they expected as a fan base. And now we're asking for blood every week in, week out, week in, week out. I can ask for blood if my expectations were that blood was going to be served up, but that wasn't my expectation. Or sorry, that wasn't the fan base's expectation at the start of the season. And all of a sudden, we've become really, really microscopic, overcritical on absolutely every aspect of our playing time. You saw me yesterday on. I saw us playing good football.
Yeah.
Okay, so we didn't win the game. We've come away with a 1-1 draw, but looking at the stats of the game as well, and that you would have thought we were the home team. You know, we had we created more chances than them. The list goes on. It was 1-1. It was some bad finishing or bad poor judgment at the end of the third of the pitch. We learned by mistakes. One goal that we conceded from a set piece, and then after that, we won every single set piece after that. At the end of the day, it's because we expect to. Well, I don't. The fan base expect too much.
It was that 10-game unbeaten right at the beginning that I think skewed everybody's expectations for the season. You agree? It was we played a little too good for our own for ourselves at the beginning of the season, and
Yeah, possibly the first 10 games, but I think it's been all season. Do you know what I mean? And listen, I don't want to. There's no point doing the comparisons, crap, and all that. But if you look at other teams and where they were, at this stage after 7 months with new managers, we're far ahead of other teams and where they were after 7 months. But they persevered with it, and I think as a fan base, we need to persevere with it. As I said, and I keep repeating, I'm going to reserve my judgment till the summer. When that summer transfer window closes, I'm going to tell you exactly where I am then. I'm telling you where I am now, and I say it day in, day out, show in, show out. I keep saying exactly where I am. All we need to do is, have a bit of the same. We got someone backstage,
we do a very important person.
someone who's out in the sun backstage.
Let's bring her in. Oh, Elly.
There she is.
Elly, what's up, my lady? How are you doing today?
I'm all right. I'm all right. Sorry, I'm a little bit late. I actually fell asleep.
Nice.
You
Got
should
a
have
good nap
stayed. You should
in.
have stayed asleep because you know what I've been saying to Colin. I said this to
Sleep's
Chang
important.
earlier as well, and I'm saying it to Colin as well. I said all the people in Talking Ball, apart from me, don't fucking sleep.
I know.
No?
I honestly, I'm an insomniac. I just cannot. I try to sleep, but I can nod off occasionally. Like just sorry
My
about that.
brain just keeps going and going when I try to sleep. I'll wake up out of a dead
You,
sleep and I'll be like, I forgot to do this.
the
Or
two people on my screen at the moment, Ash and Chang, all four of you don't sleep. I can't understand it.
I wish
can't
I could
understand it.
sleep. I wish I
No.
could sleep.
I've been like that for many years, not just now.
Same.
And my husband tells me off a lot.
It's fine. It's good stuff. So he sleeps okay.
Yeah, my husband sleeps like a log.
He lets her get on with it.
Oh man, good
Honestly,
stuff.
his
Good
head
stuff.
hits that pillow and he's asleep, Sparko.
Man, no, I'm jealous. I'm jealous of it. But everybody in the chat though, hello. We've got the full gang here now. Before I get behind, like I always do, let's go through some of the chat. We got Danny Rumsey in the house saying smash a like and subscribe, please. What a good dude Danny is. Appreciate you, bro. Potato Stew's here. Hope all is well, hello, everyone. His predictions were rubbish, but looking forward to spending some time with us. Oh, Stu, you're a good dude. We got Ryan G up in the house saying big up Colin and Jose and Elly, of course. You just weren't here quite yet.
Or am I Adrian?
Oh, hell yes. I didn't even notice. You got the robe on today. Yes.
Yeah.
Good
I'm
deal.
feeling Adrian.
Oh my God, it's catching.
It looks warm and cozy, though. It looks so nice. But yeah, Audio Artisan is in the house. Big up, dude. Good to see you. Shem Tan. Hey, afternoon, Jose and Colin. Hope you're both doing good. Thanks, brother. James, the Tottenham fan, is in here. Big up and everybody. James is climbing in those subs. Big up, James.
Hey, he's gone past 50, hasn't he?
He has.
Come on.
James, did you do a watch along yesterday? Let us know. We know that once you hit 50, you're going to start doing them. We'd like to join you for some, maybe sometime. That'd be great.
He was on ours. I'm sure he was commenting on ours last night on our watch along yesterday.
You're right. He was. He had mentioned maybe doing one, but you're right. He was with us. So we've got the other Stu with us from the disabled team. What is up,
Hi, Stu? Hope you're well, mate.
I don't remember if I said hi to Ryan G. So big up Ryan G. Coolest Wolves fan I know. Closet Spurs fan. And yeah.
Double over us.
I know. That's why he's not afraid to show his face around here. He just wants to brag. No, but what is up, everybody? Very good to see everyone here.
Yeah, thank you, Ryan.
Yeah, see, Ryan showing the love.
Point for us.
James saying, I can't talk to myself on the watch along. Hey, we'll do one together soon, man, and you can talk with us. I talk to myself all the time on the watch along, so don't worry about that. But so, Elves, have you heard anything about a club statement come out today? Because Jose was telling me about it, and I hadn't heard anything about it.
About the investment. They want to get some more investment into their club, so they want to let a few of the shares go to other people who want to buy in. Or
Jose,
other companies or individuals, depending.
Jose, do you still have it up that you could read for us?
Yeah, I'm going to read it in a second. Just give us a second.
Yeah. I'm rushing him. Sorry, buddy. I'll just say again, everybody, thank you one and all for your support and getting Talking Ball to 1,000 subs.
Come on.
Next stop, the moon. We're going to just go up and up and up, everybody. Thank you again. And while Jose is catching up on something that he needs real quick, I need to catch up on something here in the chat right now.
Colin Sievers, I've reached 1,000 subs. Yes, I have. My name is Colin Sievers. I've reached 1,000 subs. Oh.
That was beautiful. I loved it.
Thank you.
Right. You know, we're working on doing new things for Talk and Ball and for Eltel Cockerel, intros and all sorts. Well, Ellie's just giving you an intro for you. She had one for me yesterday. What was it? Cockerel. She made the cockerel, the chicken sound.
Yeah,
and I said, there you go. I said, just got to keep doing that. Just make sure you send the file to Colin, and Colin can set me up nicely.
That could be hilarious. It's actually a really good idea. So, and speaking of channels and different channels, up on your screen right now, guys, is Jose's personal channel. When he's not here, he's on this channel below, Eltel Cockerel. So everybody, make sure if you have not yet that you are going over there and hitting that subscribe button.
Yeah.
Showing Jose the love. He's got lots of good content.
Senor Garcia, Senor Garcia, Senor Garcia.
Yes.
She is on fire.
She's a lot more awake than us today. It's waking me up.
I love the way Chang says it. It always sticks in my memory. Like when my husband comes home, sometimes I go, "Hello, Senor Eftigios."
Is he like, wait, what? That's fine.
But his real name is Eftigios. We call him Theo. There's no one.
Aha. Yeah, that's Greek. That's about as Greek as it gets, it sounds like to me.
Eftigios Menos, it means very happy.
That's awesome.
Right.
Yeah. I hope he's a very happy guy. How did QPR do this weekend?
Yeah.
Did QPR win this weekend?
So what's this club statement? Are you going to read
Yeah,
this?
yeah, I'm going to read it. Yeah, he did. QPR did win.
Yeah, they won again.
I bet Theo's a happy man.
I know. He's like, he was really happy. I'm happy for his team because they were tilting on getting demoted from the league, relegated. So they've picked up a bit now. Yeah. Good deal.
But oh yeah, hey, the James Madison song, man. I'm glad that you guys like that.
Lily White Lane, Robbie saying hello. He was on with us earlier.
Yeah.
He's a nice lad, isn't he? Lovely.
Yeah, he's a very
Robbie's good people.
You have Elly's belting out the tunes this afternoon. Is what he's saying.
Yeah.
Afternoon, Jess. Good afternoon, sweetheart. Hope you're well.
What's up, Jess? How's it going?
Where's the remix of the Elly's remix? Where's Elly's remix? Yeah.
I know.
There we go.
Honestly, I sing that song all day. My team's got James Madison. James Madison is what we need. Whoa.
It just happened. We got lucky with that player and the fact that I knew that one song by that band. It worked out great.
It's a gravel voice.
You got to do. It's a duet. I can see an Elly and Colin duet.
Oh man!
Come on, bring it on.
That sounds like a blast. And we could even do it live together when I come to London in 6 weeks.
Oh yeah, man! Come on.
And then you've got Adrian here saying good afternoon as well.
Adrian, I've got your robe on, carrying the flag.
Yeah.
So I'm going to read out a statement. Right? It says Tottenham chairman Daniel Levy has admitted that the club are in talks with potential investors after the latest set of financial results brought a record revenue of 549.6 million, but also a loss of 86.8 million. Spurs have announced their results for 22-23 financial year, and it shows for the first time the club's revenue at their cash-generating stadium rose above £500 million. An increase of 24% on the previous year's 444 million to 549.6 million. This included match receipts of 117.6 million, up from 106.1 million the previous year. Levy said, "Our turnover has exceeded £500 million for the first time. Whilst UEFA monies contributed, this has also been driven by increased stadium revenues from both football and non-football events and additional revenue streams. This is the impact of our multi-use stadium and what our board has been focused on delivering in order to invest in our football in a financially sustainable manner. The absolute priority for our club is to deliver on-pitch success." The Spurs chairman admits that the board and its advisors, Rothschild & Co., are in discussions with prospective investors as the North London outfit needs to continue to invest in the teams and undertake future capital projects, and the club requires to significantly increase its equity base. The report also showed that Levy was paid 3.581 million last year, up from 3.265 million the previous year.
Damn, he got like an extra $500,000 more. That's insane. Sorry.
And received an accrued bonus of £3 million paid across the year. The Spurs chairman received a £3 million bonus back in 2019 upon the completion of the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. Recent estimates of the increase the club would receive in season ticket sales next season from the 6% bump to prices was placed between 2.5 and 3 million. Spurs also announced that the summer transfers from the period after the financial results ran to, including Harry Kane's move to Bayern Munich, resulted in a net expenditure of 108.8 million. The financial results show that UEFA prize money was 56.2 million, up from 10.2 million, to reflect the difference between a COVID-enforced group stage exit from the Europa Conference League the prior year to reaching the Champions League round of 16. TV and media revenues were up slightly to 148.1 million from 144.2, thanks to the new Premiership League broadcast deal. There was a big jump in commercial revenues from sponsorship, merchandise and other revenues such as third-party events, visitor attractions and conferences and events, along with the return of a lucrative pre-season tour to South Korea that summer, all of which increased the revenue to 227.7 million from 183.5 million. The club announced that operating expenses before football trading rose by 21% to 487.9 million from 403.4 million in 2022 due to the increased first team costs and the hosting of multiple non-football events and the cost rises outside of our control, such as utilities, rates, consumables and increases in the London living wage. The profit from operations before depreciation, amortization, player trading, interest and taxation increased from 138.7 million from 112.3 million, but the loss for the year after depreciation and amortization, player trading, interest and taxation rose to 86.8 million from 50.1 million, which the club said reflected the significant and continued investment in the playing squad. The club's net debt at June the 30th this last year was 677.4 million, and that's up from 626.1 million, stating that over 90% of our financial borrowings of 851.2 million are at fixed rates with an average interest rate of 2.79%.
That's a great interest rate.
The average maturity for all our borrowings is at 19.4 years, some of which stretch until 2051. As with prior years, no dividends have been paid. In the chairman's statement, Levy spoke about the upheaval in the dugout with 4 different people taking charge of the team, culminating in the appointment of Ange Postecoglou. During this period, we reached the Champions League round of 16. A disappointing second half of the season saw us reach an agreement for the departure of Antonio Conte as head coach. We thanked Christian Stellini and Ryan Mason for overseeing the first team for the latter part of the season. When Antonio arrived, we were 8th in the Premier League, and despite securing the 4th place finish in the previous season, we finished in 8th position again. During this period, the Academy won an unprecedented double, lifting the under-17s and under-18 Premier League Cups. A full review of our footballing functions had already started during this time, and we began to implement changes across several fronts, from the Academy through to the first team operations. Outside of this period, Scott Munn joined as the Chief Football Officer, and more recently, Johan Lange was appointed as Technical Director. Simon Davis was promoted to Academy Director. Ange Postecoglou was appointed in June 2023, along with the coaching staff, Chris Davies, Millie Jelinek, Rob Birch, Ryan Mason and Matt Wells. At the end of this financial year, so this is at the end of the financial year, they're talking about up until June last year, right? At the end of this financial year, we signed James Maddison, who has also been appointed a vice-captain alongside Cristiano Romero, and Guillermo Vicario. Outside of that period, so what counts for this year's financial years, is that we signed Manor Solomon, Ashley Phillips, Mickey van der Ven, Alejo Veliz, and Brennan Johnson, as well as making the loan signings of Pedro Porro and Dejan Kulusevski. In January 24, we welcomed Tino Werner on loan from RB Leipzig and Radu Dragusin, with Lucas Bergvall set to join us in the summer, and Luka Voskovic was also signed, and he will join the club in 2025. We recently said goodbye to several important people in the history of our club, and notably our record goal scorer, Harry Kane, transferred to FC Bayern before the start of the 23-24 season. A product of our academy system, Harry went on to become one of the greatest players ever to wear our colours. He was an outstanding role model for both on and off the pitch during his 19 years with us. He is held in great affection and we wish him every success with his new club. We also said goodbye to our long-serving club captain, Hugo Lloris, who has recently signed for Los Angeles FC. Hugo played for us for over a decade and was our captain for most of those years. He was a popular figure amongst the fans and players alike, and we wish him success in the MLS. Lucas Moura, who will be forever remembered for his Champions League hat-trick versus Ajax in 2019, left us in June for his homeland, signing for Sao Paulo. Eric Dyer transferred to FC Bayern after 9.5 years. He joins Harry as a great contributor to our club on and off the pitch, and we are delighted to be hosting the new club, FC Bayern, for a pre-season friendly at the stadium on the 10th of August 24. It will be an opportunity for our fans to thank them and bid them farewell. Given these transfers happened outside of the reporting period, they are not reflected in the financial results. I was immensely proud that Heung-min Son was appointed club captain. Sonny has been at Spurs since the start of 2015 season and has been a great ambassador for the club and is the embodiment and the exemplary Spurs player. In 2023-2024, the first Ange under Ange, we was always going to be in the building for the future. We have seen progress with the return of exciting football, even when faced with significant player injuries. We continue to challenge for the highest possible place finish with 8 games still to play and the hope to bring European football to our home stadium again. Levy also spoke about the changes in the women's team with Rehan Skinner departing and Robert Villaham taking over, along with the arrival of the striker Beth England. The chairman also spoke about the successes around the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium and its very activities in the past financial year. We are increasingly becoming a hugely popular destination, not just for our football on the pitch, but also for hosting and partnering with events such as the NFL, boxing, rugby and music concerts. We are immensely proud that last summer Beyonce's 5-night run on our stage was the highest grossing concert ever staged by a female artist at the time. We also hosted the Red Hot Chili Peppers and Wizkid. In February 23, with the support and the vision of Stefano Domiciali, President and CEO of the Formula One Group, we announced a 15-year partnership with F1 and in February 2024 opened the doors to F1 Drive London, the first F1 branded electric karting experience in the world, housed under our south stand. In September 2023, we announced the expansion of our partnership with NFL through to 29-30 NFL season. As part of the agreement, Tottenham Hotspur was given official status as the home of NFL in the UK. A particular thank you to the NFL Commissioner, Roger Goodall, for his continued support. It was also a proud moment for Tottenham Hotspur Stadium was chosen the only London club stadium as a host venue for Euro 2028. I hope to see many of our own players playing here during that tournament, as well as welcoming even more visitors to N17. Planning permission has been granted for an 180-room hotel with approximately 50 private apartments at the southern end of the stadium campus. Not only will this assist the regeneration of the local area with significant employment opportunities, it will also support our conference and events business, major events, and be a great addition to the whole match day event experience. All those activities at the stadium are designed to create diversified sources of revenue which can then be invested in our principal core activity, football. Levy also touched upon the club's work in the community as well as the creation of the fan advisory board before looking forward to what is to come at the club, and that includes the prospect of talks with prospective investors. The club remains fully compliant with Premier League profit and sustainability rules and is supportive of the enhancement of PSR to ensure the Premier League remains competitive and sustainable. Levy said, "We have operated on a financially sustainable basis and can now optimise the true value of key assets. The unrivalled facilities of our multi-use stadium and our training campus, which now includes our recently opened Clubhouse Media Centre, hosting XR stage technology. This is already enhancing the level and quality of our content for fans and will provide additional revenue opportunities." We expect commercial revenues to rise from third-party events, although this will not compensate for the lack of European football this season. Additionally, as reflected in these results, we expect the impact of rising costs caused by geopolitical events to continue and impact all the areas of our operation. We are hugely appreciative of our long-term support of our principal partners, AIA and Nike, along with other sponsors and partners. The focus of our commercial operation is to also increase our income from additional sponsorship deals, a key area of future revenue growth, and we have reorganized the commercial team to support this. Our ethos is clear: to be far-sighted and run the club sustainably. This involves strict control of our cost base, increased commercial and sponsorship revenues, and consistent European participation, all of which are key to our ability to continue to invest in the squad and win top honours. Since opening the stadium in April 2019, we have invested over 600 million in our men's and women's first team squads. To capitalise on our long-term potential, to continue to invest in the teams and undertake future capital projects, the club requires a significant increase in its equity base. The board and its advisors, Rothschild & Co, are in discussions with prospective investors. Any recommended investment proposal would require the support of the club's shareholders. And he stated, we are immensely grateful to our colleagues who manage a busy fixture schedule and embrace the new diversified activities at our stadium. It has been both challenging and yet an exciting time. Whilst we are mindful that we are still in the process of rebuilding on the pitch with both our men's and women's teams, we should all take the time to enjoy the excitement of match days and the spirit of all involved, alongside a commitment to excellence in everything we do. Credit must be given to our head coaches, Ange and Robert, and our thanks go out to all the fans, partners and colleagues for their support, loyalty and passion. That is the statement in full.
Well, that was a good, I mean, it was a long one, but I heard some good things in there. Elly, did anything jump out at you immediately? Jose, you too. I mean, is this a good thing? I mean, it's obviously not a bad thing, I don't think, but why now? Is it?
Everyone's releasing their books now.
Oh,
okay. We ain't the first one to do it. There's other teams that have done it. Gotcha. And have beaten us to the punch. I think Brighton announced theirs today. Leicester announced theirs a couple of days ago because they were obviously in the Premiership. So they're all the clubs are announcing their books because you got to release your financials from last year.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Sorry, Elly, I cut you off.
That's okay. I was a bit miffed that he didn't even mention. He mentioned the women, but he didn't congratulate them on getting to the FA Cup semi-final, which is a historical attribute of the team. All right, he's praised them, but he hasn't mentioned that. And also, he hasn't mentioned all the little things that are digging at the fans about the pensioner concessions.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Yeah, because he should... Really, he sort of skimmed past all the bad things that he's done as well.
Yeah, and exactly. It did seem like a lot of like praising for praising's sake. Scott put in the comments right around the time that you were reading the comments, we're right about here. Scott put, anytime the club talks about football and what the team has accomplished, it is always very cringy. It's funny, though, he had a chance to mention what the women's team had accomplished, and he didn't do it, like you said. So that was a strange one. Jose, can I ask you a question about it? Because you just understand more things than I do. So
Elly understands it as well. You can ask Elly.
Yeah, I know, but Elly just, you know what I mean. I'm just trying to get everybody involved. So they talked about all of this money that we made, but then there was like an £80 million loss.
Yeah,
I was confused by that. So was the loss just from? I'm just trying to find where the lost money came from. You know what I mean?
The lost money. Now I've taken it all off. Right. So at the end of the day, right, there's money coming into the club, right, and it comes in various different ways and guises. And what they did is they broke down the different ways that we're receiving the money that gave you the overall over £500 million that we're taking in. But then along the way, there are losses to be had as well. But when you look at the losses and you look at the profit that we've made, we're within PSR and stuff. So next year in these accounts, right?
Mm-hmm.
They made it clear that the accounts only included Maddison and Vicario as signings, right? And then your Pedro Porro and Kulusevski. So it didn't include anyone that we signed beyond the 30th of June last year. However, with the players that we signed beyond the 30th of June last year, you've also got to take in consideration that we sold Harry Kane beyond the 30th of June. So therefore, the books for this year to the end of June this year should be far more balanced in the sense that you've got that money coming in. But this year, the books will probably be down because where we've increased from 10 million to 50 odd million in revenue from Europe. So he was saying from the Conference League to the Champions League, we've gone from 10 million to 52 million. But this year, we haven't had any European football. So whatever we made them gains, we're going to end up losing on them, right? So basically, what I take from everything he said, right, you've got to do your books, and everyone's got to see everyone's got to see your books, and it's all well and good that. But for me, the fundamental part was the priority is to invest in the football. That's in the statement. It said that in the statement, and that is what I highlighted straight away. To me, everything else is fluff, and I know you've got to do everything, but the most important words, and they're in his statement. So now you can hold him accountable to this.
Hasn't he said it before?
Right, but it says it there now. I heard Elly was on LTEL earlier, and it wasn't just on LTEL earlier. It's been said around the fan base. People are saying that Postecoglou won't stay with us. He's going to get sacked, and people say that he's going to walk and all sorts. At the end of the day, seeing that and what he's put in there, he needs to fucking back him in the summer. He really does need to back him in the summer. You've got to put the money where your mouth is, and whatever he wants, you need to now back him.
Well, and especially with Postecoglou's new comments about if he's not competing for the league, why be here? You know what I mean? He's going to need the tools to do that. So, yeah.
So I understand some of the comments that were made on LTEL earlier and why people have made certain comments. But for me, I mean, I stand, and I've said it separately, but I think Kuva and I are both standing in the same thing, that we're going to wait for the summer transfer to close, and then we'll know exactly where we stand, whether he has been backed or hasn't been backed, whether our football team will be backed or won't be backed. So, because at the end of the day, as fans, we all want the trophies, we all want the glory days back. Well, that's what we want. But in order to do that, you've got to build a team to do it.
Even if he doesn't get like big name signings this summer, if he still gets signings, even if you've never heard of him, would you still say that he was backed? Because we know that he's got like a scouting network that isn't, I don't want to say normal, but it's a little different than some.
But it's not just him scouting though. He's got the others because they're going into a data-driven base
model.
That's what Langer does. So you've got other people around to do all that. He tells them what he's after, what the attributes that he's looking for every position, and what he's looking for in the player. And if he doesn't know the player himself, he's given the description of what he wants, and then they go and find him the player. Obviously,
would you be mad if they weren't big name signings?
No, I wouldn't be, because at the end of the day, like everyone who's a Tottenham fan knows this, and the people that ain't a Tottenham fan would know this as well. Who'd heard of Guillermo Vicario before he came to us?
Hell yeah, exactly. Yep.
Tell me when Kulusevski came to us. Who'd heard of Kulusevski? Who'd heard of Rodrigo Bentancur? I mean, there's players there that you think to yourself, bloody hell, you're surprised that other clubs didn't go for him. Do you see what I mean? So at the end of the day, no, they don't have to be a known name. They don't have to be Johnny or Carlos Kickerball from Colombia, who's got dreadlock hairs and stuff like that. And it doesn't have to be people like that. It's got to be people that will play that can fit and play the way Ange wants them to play, and that can better the team, better the squad, and going forward like that. But I'm a man I've gone on record and saying, right, I don't know. I've never spoken to Ange in my life. But Ange strikes me as a type of person that if he's fucking shat on, right, he will walk. He won't have it. He won't be sacked. He will walk, is what my belief is, if he doesn't feel that he's been supported in that. And the proof will come in the summer. If Ange turns around and says to me, or to the fan base in an interview, yeah, I've got the players I wanted, I'm the one that selected them, blah, 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 then that's it. Ange has got what he wanted.
You believe him? You don't think, oh, because some people would immediately say that's PR. He has to say that. Levy's making him say that.
I don't know. Elly, what do you reckon? From what you know of Postecoglou, do you think he's a PR man, or do you think he will stand by principle?
No, I think he'll stand by principle, right? Because that's the type of character he is. But what I would say, just coming back to your point about the big stars, right? So it's all very well us signing the Vicarios and the VDBs who we've not heard of, because they've come good for us, which is really, really good. But if you look at all the teams that have been successful, they've always made one or two real statement signings. Like, you go back to Liverpool when they didn't win the league, they brought in Van Dijk, they brought in Alisson, two top players, and they won the league. They won the Champions League, first of all, beating us. Then they won the league. Right, Man United, however we criticise Man United, they've still got more trophies than us, because they've made the statement signing in Casemiro. They won the League Cup. All right, it's not the trophy that they would put up on a pedestal, but they've already got to the FA Cup semi-final with a shit show. Really, they are a shit show at Man United. They've got these statement signings that they've made. So I would say, I think we need to make one big statement signing, one big one, you know, to take us over that line. Because that one player can make a big difference to your club, because he brings all the glory with him, because he's got that je ne sais quoi to take you over the line. And I was talking to my brother as well, because me and my brother Boo, we talk a lot, and he said, you're right, El, we need that one statement signing. It's all very well getting all these little unknowns and they come good, but if you've got that one class player, yeah, who can take you over that line, yeah, I think we need to do that. Look, Arsenal have done it. Rice, statement signing, 100 and something. They also got Chelsea. They're a shit show. They're also in the semi-final of the FA Cup. Why? Because they made statement signings. Regardless of what we think of them, they did make some statement signings. Yeah, like they got Fernandez, they got Castillejo. You know, these are Cole Palmer. They're statement signings, because they're players that can push you to get you to those trophies. So
yeah, I think we all thought Madison
maybe
was
I've got a
statement
different
signing
opinion from a lot of people, but I look at what other clubs have done and what we've done, yeah. And they've got the trophies, and we're trophyless.
Yeah, Scott's agreeing with you here. He says at some point, if you want to win, you have to bring in known quality. No team wins without it. But I also wanted to say, I feel like when we brought James Maddison in, even though he was cheap, he was viewed. Wayne Bonner, who would that statement signing be? Using his 2-month member chat. Big up Wayne for being a member for 2 months. Appreciate you, buddy. And yeah, that's a good question he brings up. And before we get to that, just real quick, did you guys not think? I thought Madison was a statement signing, even though he was cheap. We got him for a good deal, of course, but that seemed like a statement signing to me, like somebody that could push us forward. But yeah, do you have any? I mean, shit, Wayne. You know me, like that. I don't follow other clubs super closely. That statement signing.
Just below a statement signing.
That one tier below. Yeah, I can see that.
We need, like Van Dijk, you could see at Southampton what a superb player he was. You could see Alisson would take him to that next level as well at Liverpool. And what have they won? They've won 6 trophies under Klopp, I believe, 5 or 6 in the 5 years that he's 5 or 6 years. So a trophy every season. While we're sitting back and we haven't won anything, boys. We haven't won anything, and it's not just in the last 5 or 6 years. It's 16 years since we did a trophy.
But you know what else? Can I just say, right? Van Dijk and the keeper have turned out to be world class. I don't think they were world class at the clubs they were bought from. I think they became world class at Liverpool. I understand.
Van Dijk, you can see it.
Yeah.
Because when Poch had him, you could see he's way, way, way ahead. You could see he's going to get world class status because what a fantastic player he's been for them.
But was he a standout when he was at Southampton?
Like better than Van de Ven or Romero?
He really was.
What at Southampton? Really what before? But if he was, Els, right? Why didn't a Premiership team pick him up sooner? Because he went from Southampton to Celtic.
Mate, you know, sometimes clubs are a little bit slower on the uptake. But once they saw what he could do, he saw, didn't he? Yeah, he's world class. He was world class at Southampton as well. I could see it. The way you read the game, Jose, fantastic.
Yeah.
You know,
I'm just saying it's weird.
We got Wanyama. Remember, we got Wanyama, and unfortunately for us, right, he got injured, and you know,
he was never the same. Yeah, Wanyama was wonderful when we signed him. Yeah, but Els, I feel like we have been making some statement signings. Definitely not trying to argue with you. I don't want this to be like Colin and Elly argue for the first time ever. Because that's not what I'm doing. But you know what I mean? I think that would be funny. It might actually be highest viewership on the entire channel ever.
We never argue with you and I, Colin, or you and I and Jose. It's a difference of opinion, right?
Yeah.
That's what it is.
I think Van de Ven and Romero could be counted as statement signings. To me, a statement signing is somebody that multiple clubs are looking at because they're good. And that you get and that come in and can change your team. I guess everybody's definition of statement signing could be different. That could be leading to some confusion and stuff, you know?
Yeah, true.
Because to me, a statement signing doesn't have to be expensive.
He could be our Van Dijk. He's got the Van down to the T, hasn't he?
Exactly. Yep. Same nationality. They're on it.
He's something else, isn't he?
He's incredible.
Yeah.
There are a lot of comments, guys. I missed a bunch. Luckily, a lot of them are people talking to each other. So I'm trying not to skip anything important, but that's still so hard. Daniel E says, still no statement about reversing their decision about no concessions for elderly people, though. Fucking bollocks. Agree, bro. Agree. Jess says, smash them likes up. Appreciate you, Jess.
He's not going to mention that, is he? It's not good PR for him.
Yeah. Chris Peters pointing out not all over 65 are pensioners. That's not what you meant, though. Daniel saying the guy's just coming back gives no shits about the fans who were from the beginning. You can buy this bag statement. I really care about the fans. So lots of stuff about the statement.
Yeah.
But let's get past there a little bit. Wayne was talking about who that signing would be. Would you guys, instead of a name, because it's hard to pick a name, but is there a position that you guys think we should make our statement signing in?
Yeah. What? Me personally, striker. Because we need the goals.
Last time we tried to get a statement striker, didn't go very well either. Roberto Soldado is the last one I can think of who was like the statement striker. We just don't have good luck getting statement signings, Elly. I think that we have a bad, because we all thought Ndombele statement signing, you know, and then we've seen how shitty that's gone. I don't know. So I sort of, God, I'm going to get flack and everyone's going to stop watching, but I sort of understand Levy's hesitation for spending big money on players, because most of the time when he does it, it doesn't work out. So we need to, I don't know. Hopefully this new scouting model and stuff
but hold on, whose fault is that? That's not Levy's fault. If you're convincing Levy to part with money, right? So whoever was at, and I can't remember because we've had some right shitty, scummy people in Tottenham. Whoever it was that convinced Levy to part money on Ndombele, right? And there are others where we made mistakes. We spent the money, but they haven't worked out. So whoever these people are that were telling Levy to go and spend the money, Levy spent it, but he must have been ill-advised by the people around him who were selecting these players to come to our club. So it's not that we don't spend money, because we do spend money. That's a fallacy. We do spend money. It's just lately, I would say that we spent money on players, whether we like it or not. We spent money on players that will either retain value or not lose much value. The players that we signed 2, 3, 4, 5 years ago, they were losing straight away. They were losing us money because their value, as soon as they signed for Tottenham, at whatever price they signed at, straight away their value dropped straight away.
Agreed.
You know, but the players that we're buying now, though, I would say that Van de Ven has increased in value. I'm telling you, if it's Vicario, Bentancur is not a 15 million player anymore, even though he's had 2 injuries. He's going to be worth a lot more when he's back playing next season. He'll be worth a lot more. So the players that we've been buying,
at least.
Yeah. So the players that we've been buying, their values are being kept or increased. Where in the past we were buying players whose values dropped straight away because they were really crappy signings.
And Kudu, Janssen.
Not on belly to anonymity in that. But listen, guys, right? If you're running a restaurant, you're the head honcho at a restaurant, right? And you employ your chef, you employ your sous chefs, and they all don't do their job, and the restaurant goes to pot. Whose fault is it?
The head chef.
Right. So you're saying the head chef, which is the manager, yeah?
It's the head chef, not the owner. It's the head chef, because the head chef. The head chef would employ them.
The owner puts his trust
in the head chef.
Once he sees that they're not doing their job, right, he fires them, doesn't he? Which Levy has been doing, right? So he gets the blame. He gets the blame for making the wrong choices, I would say. And
I get that.
Putting his trust in the people that he feels are going to do the best job for him. So he should take some flack. It's not all his fault. I wouldn't say it's all Levy's fault, but he has to take some of the blame. He can't just walk away unscathed, you know. So he needs to be called out.
Yeah, there's blame all around the club. I agree with you, Elly. There's blame all around the club. There is blame all around.
But what he does, he sacks the manager and he doesn't sack himself. So he has to take some blame, doesn't he? Instead of giving himself pay rises and sacking the managers and giving them a big waft of money as well when he sacked them.
But it's interesting what you
just... That's not good business in my book.
But it's interesting the way that your analogy, though, Elly, because if you've got the owner, right, and the owner's got a head chef, and the head chef picks his crew, because I wouldn't expect an owner to do the interviews for sous chef, pastry chef, and all that. I'd expect the head chef or the chef de partie, someone like that, to do the interviewing. So it wouldn't be the owner. Now, if that head chef has then made the decision to bring these players in, then basically I've got to be looking at that head chef. And to me, the head chef's not the manager. The head chef are the people that he had advising him on football matters, your Hitchens and all these other people that we've had at the club. They're the kind of people that should have been fired, because they're the ones that made the decisions to bring the players in and got Levy to part with money for these players, because Levy's relying on these people saying, good players, good signing, blah, blah, blah. They've gone and spent the money. They've turned out to be shit. The person that should get the can for that should be the person who advised Levy in the first place.
Yeah, and he did give him the can.
Yeah. He did each and everver time. Yeah.
It's not necessarily the manager, though. It's more the people. So to me, the signings now, although Ange says he watches football through his eyes, I've got no doubt about that, and Ange says that he speaks to all the players that are coming to the club and he has a chat with them all, and he says, they were my I got given a player, they found me what I wanted, and then I rubber stamped the deal. That's fine. But the people that are looking for these players are Langer. Yeah, Langer's looking for the players.
Data driven now, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's data driven data, right?
So Langer's looking for.
They're still going to get a few wrong, because sometimes data can show you one thing about a player that's hidden, and other things hidden. You know, like with Not on Belly, you look at him, you go and scout him, you think, what a player. Because on the eye, you think, whoa, what a player. And then you don't get all the other stuff that goes with Not on Belly, right? But also, I want to make a point, right? So we're the fourth or fifth biggest spenders, yeah? And we've always round about under Levy, fourth or fifth.
Yeah.
So the spend correlates where we finish. Maybe we push the boat a bit more, go up to Man City level, right? Spend a bit more, and maybe we will get a little bit over the line. I'm not saying it will, but it'll give us a better chance, I think, if we push the boat out just a little bit more.
Yeah, I get what Jose and you, Elly, are both saying. The fact that you like it. It has been like a car lot. Literally, as soon as you drive a car off the lot, it loses value. As soon as a player arrived at Spurs, lost value. It seems like.
Sorry, can I just stop for a second? Right, I just seen that Alex Hilton's just joined the chat.
Oh,
so I just wanted to say, Alex,
Swap is here as well.
Alex, we didn't receive your predictions for this week. So 5 games have been played yesterday. If you put in your 5 games that start tonight, 3 from tonight and 2 from tomorrow, I'll add you to these to the midweek predictions if you want, Alex. Sorry, carry on, mate. It's just I saw these come in the chat.
Can I ask you
no worries.
Carry on. Did Kate send you our ones?
Yes.
Oh, good. All right then.
For the 5 of you.
Yeah.
So it was you, Kate, Mia, Elly. Sorry, you, Kate, Mia, Chang, and Jim.
And Chang. Yeah.
Swap doesn't understand how come this is West Ham's cup final. We don't get it either, bro.
Because they've always been inferior to us.
they need exactly. They need excitement. And Swap, if you are a West Ham supporter, then I'm sorry about that. But no, I just like to poke fun at West Ham a bit. Always fun to do. But yeah, guys. So back to statement signings. Jose's right in the fact that we're no longer a car lot where the player arrives here, loses value. Remember Vincent Janssen? That guy was like on the ascendancy. Came here, couldn't score. Had just this look on his face like he was defeated from day one. And no one would have paid the money that we paid. He cost kind of a lot. So yeah, Jose's right. I think in that aspect that we are doing a better job in scouting. And we were talking about statement signings. Descartes says that he thinks a statement signing is different to a player who grows and improves. The statement signing, they've already done it. They're already improved. Descartes, was that what you're saying, my friend?
Yeah.
Scott saying
article.
Yeah. Okay, I get that.
You buy them. You can see that they've got that aura about them. They've got that. Like I said, je ne sais quoi. They know, by getting that one player or 2 players, they will take you to that next level.
Right. No, I agree. I agree with you. Scott saying that for him, the statement signing is a guy that can start for almost any team in the world at the time of starting or signing. And he says that it was that way for Allison and VVD at that point in time.
Virgil van Dijk, that is.
Yeah, Virgil.
God, Scott's agreeing with me. Wow.
I know, it's weird. It's weird. I don't know what to do here. Yeah, lots of people talking about who is to blame, whose fault it is. Putting a lot of Scott's comments up today, Scott. So you are, but he says, he says, it's Levy's fault. He said somewhere, it's Levy's fault because he doesn't let football people make the decisions. He lets business people make the choice. Yeah, and I hope that's changing. That seems to be something that's changing, Scott. Supposedly it is. Am I gullible for believing it? Yes, but I'll be gullible for a little bit longer.
Do you know what angered me more, Colin? Just to come in when he said we've got our Tottenham back. No, we haven't. When we've got our Tottenham back is when we have the Bill Nicholson days back and plus more. Right, that's when we've got our Tottenham back. The trophy-winning Tottenham.
Yeah.
Right, we were the 1991 FA Cup champions. We'd won it 8 times. Right, okay, we haven't got the league over the line. All right, since Bill Nicholson's days. Yeah, but remember, Bill Nicholson played for us as well. In 1951, he won the league with us. Then 1961, he done the double. So that's when we're going to have our Tottenham back. When we have people like that who are employed by the club to take us out. I really like Ange, and I hope he's the one, right? I hope he's the one that makes the changes to bring us back to a football club that wants to achieve those trophies. You haven't got a divine right to win them, but give us the best chance to win them.
Yeah, don't sack your manager before a cup final type of thing.
You see what I mean? Yeah. Jose Mourinho, he's got a bit of sour. He's a bit salty over.
I'm
Levy,
salty. I'm salty over it. He should have absolutely managed that game, but who knows? Who knows? Scott, interesting here, says that he thinks that we went for Ndombele because it was an easy deal. I thought the chairman at Lyon was supposedly the French Levy. He's supposedly hard to deal with. So I don't know. I don't know about that, but maybe Scott. But yeah, everyone says established big name stars are what they're thinking of as statement signings.
Because Ndombele wasn't an established star. He wasn't, was he? He was playing for Lyon. And they weren't exactly turning fire.
No, he had a good match against City in the Champions League.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I think all of his hype came from the Champions League, to be honest. David Clark is saying, as for Soldado, when we purchased him, he was a superb center forward. Third highest goal scorer in La Liga for like 3 or 4 years going. But it was our clueless coaching staff that balls it up. We didn't buy a target man striker. We bought a target man striker and then employed 2 inverted wingers, clueless. And that's, we've been talking a lot about past stuff, that's, the club statement. But guys, we did play yesterday.
Yes, we did.
and West Ham and Spurs share a point each. Jose and I watched it together. It was nice. It was really nice. It was fun. Elly, we weren't, Jose especially, and I don't want to speak for him, but I guess I'll just ask you, how did you feel we played overall? Did you think that we played at a good tempo? You saw good football out there, or were we struggling?
Yeah, I saw it like the good, bad, and the ugly. Right, because the good was the way we started with the tempo we started at. Zipping the ball about. Bentancur was like quite majestic in midfield, very calm, cool, calm and collected, spraying some nice passes, linking up well with Madders and Basuma in particular. And then we sort of fell off the wagon and they got that equalising goal from a set piece. We kept on giving set piece after set piece. That was pretty good as well because we coped with it after they scored. We coped with it exemplary. And then there was the bad with the drop-off. Stray passing, not enough intensity. We let West Ham get back into the game. And the ugly was our finishing, or lack of finishing. We had chances after chance to really make an impact in the game and make it safe before they even got the goal. And after when they equalised, we could have done better in transition. We were sort of passing side, tippy-tappy football, not making any penetration. That was the bad and the ugly together, Werner was very disappointing, although he did make it.
No, Elly, no.
I just think he's got no goal-scoring prowess, the boy.
My literal next banner is Werner isn't bad, just not sensational. That's funny.
Well, let me finish, yeah? Brennan Johnson plays the game of his life, really. I think it's his best game in that first half, especially. Maybe the second half he dropped off. But the first half he was cooking, right? And he laid on 2 beautiful crosses that all Werner had to do was cut across his man and get in front of him. And he just stood there like a lemon, because I've called him a lemon quite a few times this week. And he stands behind his marker. You don't do that. If you're an instinctive striker, you get in front of your man. And then I'm thinking, where's Sonny? He's nowhere to be seen, right? In terms of goal scoring opportunities, you have to bust your gut to get in there. That's why the best teams score these goals, because they've got goal scorers with prowess. We've only got Sonny, and when he's off, who's going to get our goals? Johnson got a tap in. Right, and our shooting was woeful. It's like powder puff.
Yeah, and it wasn't just Werner. There was a lot of scuffed shots yesterday, and I wonder if the wet surface had something to do with that. I'm kind of just looking for excuses, but yeah, the finishing wasn't good. There was a comment up here, and it was from Dan E. and it was basically, where did he go?
I like Danny.
I love Daniel. He's a good
I'm
dude. So he's
supposed to be the woman version of Danny.
he's a good dude. He was saying,
He's lovely. I love him.
Oh, same. Let's just cut to the chase. The defending for West Ham's goal was shocking. Not only
Daniel, not Danny. I mean Danny.
Gotcha. Well, you need a snake. You need a snake to be the female version of Danny. He's always got his big old.
I know. I've just
boa constrictor.
Just got cat. I've got no snakes.
We could get you one. We could get you one. But before we talk about our missing chances and not being able to finish our dinner, the defending on that corner wasn't good.
No, you know James Maddison was marking Zuma.
Why? You know what I mean? Like that seems silly. That seems like a weird matchup to me. I just don't.
He's Maddison. He's like what, 5'10", 5'9", 5'10".
If that, yeah.
He's slight in his build, isn't he? He's very small. And like Zuma is a big unit. He's like he must weigh 16 stone. That boy.
Yeah, I honestly can't believe it. It was just shocking, like Dana says, and so for the longest time I thought that Jednak was in charge of our set pieces, was our set piece coach, but now I've heard recently that it's Ryan Mason.
Yeah.
Do you guys? It is Ryan Mason? Can you confirm that? You know, damn, because
it is.
That's wild. That's wild.
He wasn't even a defender. I think you need somebody who's played in defence to be your defence coach. He was a midfielder.
Makes sense. It makes the most sense, Elly.
I'd get Ledley King. King.
Yes.
We're just using him as an ambassador. Get him on the bloody training pitch.
No kidding. That's a weird thing that we haven't. Maybe he's just, I don't want to say not good at it, but maybe he just doesn't enjoy it or something, because you'd think we would have given him all the opportunities to get out there and to help coach and train. So I don't know. That's an interesting one about Ledley. But yeah, Jose, how do we stop conceding on corners or dead balls? Because it's been like this for as long as I can remember. That we're just weak there. It's a weakness of ours. Did you think the defending was as bad as we thought?
Right, on the pump up show for the Irish Hotspur, which I was on yesterday, I turned around and said, to me, right, the goals that we're conceding, I can't turn around and recall a match where I've turned around and said, wow, we got carved there completely. That was an excellent bit of football. Or where we've conceded a worldie of a goal and said, wow, take my hats off. That was absolutely phenomenal. I can't remember that. I can't remember.
Brighton.
Okay. What goal at Brighton?
The Estepinian, whatever his
Estepinian. Okay.
Yeah, that goal. Whoa.
So one goal. Any more you can remember this season?
Maybe Ollie Watkins when he broke through for Aston Villa. That was a good goal.
Okay. So a couple of goals then.
But
any more than that?
But it was a well-crafted goal.
Okay, but so what I'm trying to get to is that we're not getting beaten by the opposition. We're beating ourselves up. We're beating ourselves up. So to me, it's more, what we do, and it's mistakes that we're making, and quite often it's not our defenders that have made the mistake. Quite often the mistake has come further up the pitch that's caused the goal to happen.
True.
Right? Yeah. So at the end of the day, we beat ourselves up. We're creating our own mistakes, and that's why the goals are scored. Yesterday's one, I said, Colin, when we were watching it, I said he all he did was stand on the back post. That's all that Zuma did. All the players were zonally marked in the 6-yard box and that, and everyone was marked. And all he did is when the ball got lofted in and it was crossed in, when it was about 3/4 of the way of reaching the 6-yard box, he then made that run from the back post into the mixer, got his head to it, unchallenged, because the other players were all marking other players. I don't know who was meant to be marking Zuma on the back post, but he was on his jack. So it was. So
he's
again,
back.
Yeah, again, it was an error from somebody, because I don't know who was tasked to mark him, but it was an error from somebody, and that led to their goal. But like I said on the stream yesterday, the horse has bolted. They scored their goal. Every other corner or every other free kick, we got our heads to it, or the goalkeeper came out and punched it. But But by then, we'd already conceded that goal.
Yeah.
So, at the end of the day, like I said, I don't recall us getting done by worldies and absolute, they really carved us open then. They really, they took us and I can't remember that happening too much this season. What I can remember is us making mistakes.
Yeah, individual errors and team errors as well, where we've lost the ball trying to be intricate with our play and they've nipped in front of us.
And then just carve through us quick.
Yeah, like Udogie done a bad I think against Newcastle, Højbjerg done a bad pass to Lo Celso, and then they scored. So yeah, individual errors and team errors have led to 90% of the goals that we've conceded. You're right, Jose. Good observation there.
Yeah, and we've got Mia W in the house. Mia had her member show, but it was too early for me to be on. Sorry about that, Mia. But she says she does like her a bit of penetration. This is a children's show. No, I'm just kidding. It's absolutely not a children's show. And hello. She says hello, Mia.
Yeah,
guys. I also just wanted to say to everybody watching, thank you so much for being here. You got so many places you could be, but you're hanging out with us. So big up. We really appreciate it. Make sure you hit that like if you haven't. That would be also appreciated. Back, we Jose, you're right. I agree. A lot of times when we get scored on, we lose the ball way up the pitch and they just break and we can't get back into shape quick enough. I think that's just a symptom. I don't want to say symptom, but that's just something that's going to happen playing this style, playing this kind of high risk, high reward style. We'll get scored on like that occasionally. And I don't think it's that big of a deal. I basically just want to fix the problem with our set pieces. Destiny 5 in the house said we had the best set piece coach in the league, but Ange didn't get on with him, so he left. Is that the Italian guy that you're speaking of?
Johnny Vio.
Yeah,
that sucks that Ange didn't get along with him. I could kind of see it though. They both seem like strong personalities. They both want to be boss. That would be talk about fights. I was talking about fist fights yesterday. That would be one for the ages.
What came first, the Italian or the Greek? That's what you got to look at.
Well, we're more ancient than them, so we came first. I'm calling it. I'm calling it.
There we go. It's fighting
I'm on the Greeks.
Chris Peters
get me to the Greek.
Oh, see, we can change it up a bit.
The 30 wall.
So real quick, there's some comments about Werner. I got to get to him. I brought Werner up, but he said, "Sorry, I tried." Yeah. This is Daniel E, by the way. Sorry, I tried with Werner, but this guy's football IQ is pathetic. He's 28. He ain't getting no better. Johnson 22. At least I have hope there. I'm not an accountant, but I don't care if it's 15 million. And then Chris Peters comes up with Werner is absolutely useless. If we buy him at the end of the season, then we are not building a team to win, and we have no ambition.
Can I just say them wholeheartedly?
Right, can I say on that? Can I just say then? So Elly, would you take buying Werner, right? If we're going to buy another winger anyway, but we're getting rid of Solomon, Sessegnon, and Hill, would you then take Werner?
No, because I've got hope for Solomon as well. Because what I saw of him, right, and what I've seen of him at other clubs as well, and Shakhtar Donetsk, I started watching him from there. So you can't really put Solomon in that. If you put the other two, right, now I think we can get better as a bencher, somebody who can be influential from the bench.
Is an assist not influencing? I just feel like people saying Werner sucks and hasn't influenced anything, but he got the assist that got us the first goal yesterday.
That's it. I wish he would. You know what? I wish him well. Right. If we do buy him, I'll be behind him. I just want him to improve the way he moves to try and score a goal. He's 28 for God's sake. He's not 22.
I like the way you move.
I like the way you move. Yeah, I don't like the way he moves.
He's the only player we've got that's not afraid to try to beat his man. He gets in and then
Johnson does. Johnson on the other side does. He beat his man, and you know what? He had the presence of mind. he's not even a natural goal scorer, but he had the presence of mind to go across the box and get in front of his marker.
And then just put a foot
he's
to
got
it. He
an
didn't
easy
even
tapping.
hit it. Yeah. He only had to position his foot, really. The cross, you know what I mean, had all the momentum on it. Agreed.
You know
that was very intelligently taken.
Another thing I'd like to mention, Ange Postecoglou at Celtic, he did a lot of his goals like that across the box, where they just do 1-2 and across the box, and it's an easy tap in. So Werner's got to learn this system because he could have scored a lot more goals. He's got 2 tap-in goals so far, hasn't he?
Yeah.
Where it's laid on the plate for him. Where
he's had no preseason. No preseason. He doesn't know these players that well. I don't know. I don't think he's, like I said I'll put the banner back up.
You've got hope for him.
Not bad, just not sensational. And I think that's okay. Not every player is going to be, world class. And
how many assists have we got now, Werner? How many assists have we got?
3 assists and 2 goals.
3 assists and 2 goals. Yeah.
Yeah. Could definitely be better.
Carl, I want to know, right? What I want to know is what are your thoughts on yesterday's game? Because I've heard Elly's, she's heard mine.
That's fair.
Because obviously we were on earlier together.
Yeah. No, we played well. Like you said, the intensity was great from the off. From kickoff, we looked like we wanted to win. We fought for 50-50 balls better than we have all season, I think, maybe. We definitely came out fighting stronger, and we came out of the gates a lot quicker than we ever do. I forgot that we were watching an away match a couple of times. Jose was saying that as well. It seemed like we were the home team. We played really well. There were some scary times. So you can very much tell that this is a team in a rebuild, a team in transition, because there'll be times when we're absolutely cruising. We've got our foot to their throats. We're taking them to the sword, and then all of a sudden there'll be a couple really scary moments where they'll have the ball in our box and the couple of the balls getting kicked around. There's some chances in there. It's kind of wild, and that happens. But I think that we were in control for far more of the match yesterday. I think I see where we're going. Yes, we are not 100% there yet, but it's nice. Yesterday, I think, was a good indication of how we would like to play. Yes, we couldn't do it for the full 90, but the way that we were passing the ball, moving around, we didn't do as much of that horseshoe thing that Jose talks about a lot too. That where you just go around the goal, you kind of horseshoe around their goal, passing it around, trying to find an opening. We found a lot more openings yesterday. We were able to penetrate and to, cut through the lines, and it was nice. It was really nice to see. I was happy with the match. I was so happy with the match that I woke up today and I forgot that we had lost. I thought we won yesterday.
We didn't.
Well, you know what I mean. That we didn't get all 3 points. Yeah. I thought I woke up and I was like, good day, good match yesterday, and I was like, oh shit, never mind.
So to give out the stats, Colin, right? They had 11 shots, we had 13. Both of us got 4 on target each. Yeah. The possession was 68-32 in Tottenham's favour.
Yeah.
The passes, Tottenham made 662 passes to West Ham's 302.
Yeah.
Tottenham's passing accuracy was 89% as opposed to West Ham's 78%. And this is a stat that stuck with me, Cole. West Ham completed 13 fouls to Tottenham's 9, but Tottenham got 4 yellow cards to West Ham's 1.
Yeah.
I thought that yellow.
And hold on, there was 3 offsides for West Ham, 1 for Tottenham. They had 9 corners, we had 5. I remember 3 occasions. Do you remember on the stream? I said, that's 3 different people that have gone into Madison from behind and from the side, and they've been given, the fouls have been given against them, but they've not been carded for it. Yet Tottenham ended up with 4 yellow cards. If anything, it was West Ham that were going in to clatter us. We weren't clattering them. We were actually winning the ball fairly with them. They were clattering against us yesterday, and they only got to come away with 1 yellow card, and we had 4, which is kind of remarkable.
I agree with that, and that seems to be West Ham's MO, and a lot of teams' MO against us is to come in hard, because we had that reputation for so many years of being soft, and a couple of hard challenges would kind of knock us off our game. I think we're shaking that off, though. It didn't seem to bother us much yesterday.
Yeah.
But Elly, would you agree they were coming in trying to do us?
Yeah, they were. Like Paquetá was a little sod. If I was on
I would love him if he was on our team, but I hate him now. Yeah.
He's quite a big lad as well. I didn't realise he was such, because when you see him in his build compared to Maddison, he's like quite built. I didn't realise he was that built. But to get to the match, I think we started off like a Ferrari and finished like a Skoda. Sorry, Skoda, but Ferrari. You know what I mean? We had all the intensity of like speed and zipping it about really well, and Bentancur was like controlling the midfield. He had control of it, and he was telling everybody what to do. And then suddenly we took our foot off the gas and let West Ham get back into the match, and then we didn't have that same intensity again. We've got to learn to keep that intensity, because that's what I think the intensity win you matches. Get into your stride and keep that stride going. We just dropped off, and it was so disappointing. I was very frustrated because you could see that West Ham were there for the taking, even though they were defending well. If we moved the ball more cleverly to get into better goal-scoring positions, the most clear-cut one was Udogie at the end, wasn't it? Where he had that chance. Yeah. It just fell to the wrong player. But we didn't create enough clear-cut chances. That's what I mean. Clear-cut, where you think, oh, yeah, that's a goal, Yeah. It's like half chances here and there.
And I see everybody's frustration with Werner. I get it 100%. I mean, there were times yesterday where he could have scored. There were times yesterday where his crosses, those low-driven crosses, were behind everybody. I just have hope that he'll improve. I know he's 28. He's not going to improve, everybody says. But I don't know. I got hope. We got a good manager. All he needs to do is learn a system. Didn't have a preseason. He's going to learn the runs these players make when they make them. I think we'll see. A lot from Werner. And I would wish there was some way I could put money on it. You know what I mean? Like a future bet. But maybe I'll make a bet with anybody in the chat who wants to bet me. Now I got to think of what we're going to bet.
Right. I think he has learned the system. He's learned the system, right? He just has to learn how to run across that box, right? To get in front of his marker to get the tap in. Because I'm sure Angie's going to work on him, and we might see an improved Werner in terms of getting the goals that we need from him, right? Because he's got the movement, he's got the speed, he's got the trickery. He can beat his man. He just has to get that goal-scoring prowess to a T, and I think then we've got a good player on our hands. But he has to learn to move quicker across that box to make himself available to get the tap-ins that Ange wants him to do.
Yeah. No, I agree. He's definitely not the finished article. I just see something there that excites me. But who knows? Maybe I'm crazy. I've definitely been talking about it too much.
Not crazy, Colin. There is a player there. He just has to get more goals for us, because he's got the speed to beat his man.
Yeah, and he's got the goals in Germany. I know his last stint with whoever he was with, the Red Bull team, but Leipzig wasn't wonderful. But before he came to Chelsea, he was absolutely tearing it up in Germany. So he knows how to do it. I don't know, guys.
By hook or by crook, we've got him until the end of the season, haven't we?
That's very true. Yeah. We got to make the best use out of him we can.
From there, it depends what the club want to do. That's not up to us at the end of the day. It's whether the club want to sign him.
I got to think of destiny. I got to think of the bet. I love a bet too. We'll think of a good one. But something about how many he's going to get next year, because he's going to be here next year. We'll talk. We'll think destiny. So there was a cool thing I saw up here from David, who said over 660 passes and 1 goal tells me that the only way to open, or the best way to open a low block, is to have players willing to drive past their opponent to open the game up. You don't beat them by passes square. It's a really good point. Yeah. That stat is insane. Jose and I keep calling out for more long shots to be taken. Ellie, what do you feel? How do you feel about that? We just don't shoot from distance, which I feel like could move defenders around. It could, the keeper could spill it. It could fall back to to anybody. It's weird to me.
Right, can I just say that you've got a guy, someone here called Early Doors Football TV.
Yeah, he's a West Ham. He's
a West Ham fan, and he's in our chat. So welcome to Early Doors Football TV.
Okay.
I'm Eltel Cockrell, Early Doors Football TV, and I've just gone and subbed to you. He's only got 240 subs at the moment, so let's go. He's in our chat.
Yeah.
He's respectful.
After the show, I'll go over there.
He's being He's respectful. He's in our chat. Supports West Ham. Let's go and support him as well, and let him climb as well. So Early Doors Football TV. I've gone and subbed over to you.
Big up, dude. I know we didn't get together yesterday like we were supposed to, so my bad on that.
Yeah.
So I've gone over to you from my channel, Eltel Cockerell, and we're asking everyone to go over to you to give you some support and some help. But yeah, welcome to the show, mate. Nice to see you here. I was focusing, and I only just saw the he had a West Ham badge on. So I just thought highlight it. Yeah, I better highlight it. Yeah, it's nice to have him, and he's agreeing with you, Eddie. Look.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I think because our finishing, we do need a striker, somebody who's instinctive. Because Sonny's got it, right? Because obviously he scored a lot of goals for us this season, and he's assisted a lot as well. So we just need one more to take us to the promised land. All the top teams, they've got strikers and another player who can score a lot as well. So you need to, like Adrian said, you need to score over 80. I think 88 goals to win the league. We're nowhere near that. What have we scored? 50, something like that.
I honestly don't know.
We need another striker. We let him go, didn't we? We let Harry Kane go. He's got 32, 33 in Germany in 20. Yeah, but
he's playing. It's a farmers league. No, I'm just kidding. I'm really just trying to make people mad saying that. I promise I don't think that. But
he's a bloody good farmer, if you put it that way.
but they're not winning the league right now. I mean, it's surprising to me. What if? And I know that we can't win a trophy this season, so that's gone. But if Kane leaves us to go win trophies and doesn't win a trophy his first year with Bayern, that would be absolutely bonkers. Don't need to talk about that for long, but
I'm hoping that he smashes Arsenal. Come on, Harry Kane.
Yes. Continue Arsenal not being able to beat German teams. Love it. Yeah. Love it. So let's see what else we got in the chat here. Everybody's saying they went and subbed over to Early Doors. Look at this. Thank you, my friend. We are rivals, but all about the love of the game. Big up, dude. Absolutely.
I think at the end of the day, Early Doors, what it is, it's about, we're all small channels. We're not these big conglomerate channels, and it's all about supporting each other. As long as we're respectful in each other's chats, and we can have a laugh with each other and some banter, that's fine by me. And we should all support each other, regardless of what club we support. Let's all just support each other. As I said, we're all doing it for the same thing. We're all doing it for the love of the game. Okay, the love of the game is what unites us all, because we all support different clubs. But at the end of the day, yeah, let's just all go out there and support each other, people.
Yeah. Can I ask you guys a quick question, right? So at the end of the match, the pundits were saying it was a fair result. Obviously, Joe Cole is a bit biased towards West Ham, so he would say that. But I thought, on the balance of play, we deserved to win the match, right? Even though the stats show that we deserved to win the match in terms of the chances we created, 2 more chances than them. But it seemed like a lot more. I don't know about you guys, but do you feel we deserved to win, or do you think it was a fair result at 1-1?
I didn't see, because we were streaming it on from another channel, Peacock. So I was watching it on American television with Colin, although I've got TNT. And
Jose's fancy.
So I didn't watch it, so I didn't see what Joe Cole, and I can't remember who else was on there.
Glenn Hoddle.
Okay, I didn't see what they were saying. All I saw is that they were at pitch side before the game started, and they had the umbrellas on them because it was pissing down with rain.
Oh no!
So I don't know what they said. However, from what I saw yesterday, and from what I said in the watch along, we looked like the home team.
Yeah,
I also said in the watch long that I expected, because West Ham had played away at Newcastle and come away with a 4-3 loss after being 3-1 up. They've had to travel to Newcastle, travel back. Our travel was only to go across London to play West Ham because we played at home on Saturday and they played away. West Ham had Alvarez out with suspension. Areola was injured. They started the same 11 that played at Newcastle against us, and I think that obviously off the bench we had more in our tank off the bench than what West Ham did. And I was surprised that West Ham didn't low block us. West Ham actually came out and played and didn't low block us for the whole game. So it became an open game, and based on the amount of possession and creativity in that, and we had 4 chances on goal each. You know, who had the better chances is what you got to come down to. Who had the better chances?
We got the better keeper for sure. Jesus Christ, they had some chances.
They had the one single chance with Antonio through on goal when
which I felt was a foul on Van der Ven. I thought Van der Ven was fouled.
Hopefully VAR would have called that back, but I have no faith in VAR to have called that back.
And he made a double save, didn't he? He saved from Jared Bowen.
Brilliant yesterday.
Jared Bowen. But he didn't know about the whistle, but he saved from Jared Bowen. Then he saved from Kudos or Antonio. It's a double save. He dived on the floor and he made a double save. But then the whistle then blew after he'd made a double save, but it hadn't blown whilst he made the saves.
Yeah.
He was unreal yesterday. Big up.
He made himself fit, didn't he? Yeah.
He did. Kulu off the bench was actually nice. You mentioned players on the bench and Jose and what we had in the tank. It was nice to see Kulu come off the bench. I kind of like that. I like that role for him. What did you guys think about that? Do you think that he offered anything whenever he came on? Obviously, we didn't score. He didn't get us a goal or an assist. But Elves, what do you think? Jack Kulu better starting or off the bench?
You know what? He's off form, so it doesn't really matter. Really, he's not cooking, is he? He's lost his mojo a bit.
He needs to go hang out with Paratici. He'll teach him how to cook.
Yeah, or he can come around my house. I can teach him a bit.
There you go.
But, no, the thing is, he's lost his spark. You know, like when he first came to the club, obviously we saw a different player, and he was even using his right foot in early doors. Because I remember against Man City, he burst through and Sonny put him through, and he scored a nice goal. And I just feel that he's lost his way. It's like he's lost his confidence as well. Because he might read all his social media, I don't know. But I just feel he's gone off the boil and he's not offering an awful lot. He carries the ball well, don't get me wrong. He's got his attributes, Kulu. But he's just, when you need him to do that special thing, he hasn't delivered this season, you know. And when he came on yesterday, he just, I don't know, maybe he felt aggrieved that he was being dropped. But I think Ange Postecoglou was right to drop him, right?
Yeah. The two quick, pacey wingers was the answer for that match yesterday.
I just feel it was meh. You know, he didn't do anything to affect the game.
David Clark says that Kulu's a 10, really, though, but he had a great attempt to pass directly into touch. I will say, Kulu's passing yesterday seemed good, that he wasn't afraid to take risks. Like, yeah, a lot of it didn't come off, but I was impressed with our team as a whole with the amount of risks they're willing to take, the amount of forward passes. It does not always come off, but a lot of times, even if the pass gets picked off, you've got players there. You can get back. You know, you can get that second ball. We just looked like we were fighting for 50-50s more than usual yesterday. There were things about yesterday's game that really impressed me, but then there were things, you know, then we fucked it with not being able to defend the set piece. And you know, should we have won by more than one goal? Yes, but we've got to play with what we've got, the players we've got right now, like you said, Elly. I think a 1-0 victory would have been deserved, but
yeah,
you know, I see Scott here says draw would have been a fair result. Neither team deserved to win that game. Jazz Fusion's being a little rough. He says should have lost. How West Ham didn't score at the start of the second half. Was that the chance for Mikel Antonio?
Yeah. He was clean through a goal because Van der Ven sort of collided with him and then fell fell to the floor, didn't he?
Van de Ven got punked, says Jazz
got
Fusion.
punked, yeah. But they're a very aggressive team, West Ham. You know, I didn't expect them to be that. I know they've got big players, but they were really tough on us, especially for Maddison. Maddison was getting it.
He was.
They know he can unlock them. He can unlock a defence. If you let Maddison cook, he will cook. But they never let him. They didn't let him get to the kitchen. Just put it that way.
Exactly. Which is lucky, but yeah. Throwing some more links in here, guys. We've got all kinds of good people in the house today, so I've thrown in some links. First of all, of course, I'll say it once, I'll say it a million times. Go support Eltel Cockerell. That's Jose for anyone who doesn't know. It's his personal channel there, Eltel Cockerell. We're building that up. We're gonna get it to 1 million subs. Everybody, come over and help us do that. And then look at this. Right after Jess says, hit the sub for those gents, not even a minute later, I said, hey, look, everybody go support Jess at JSY Talks Football. Good shit there. She's always streaming. If you ever can't sleep or you're feeling lonely or you need something to do, check out Jess's channel because she's more than likely live and streaming. You get football, you get fun. Maybe put the kids to bed first. Maybe put the kids to bed. Gets a little wild, especially if I've been at the in-laws. Wink. But yeah, Jess, big up. Thanks for all of your help lately. We really appreciate you. And then Jordan said, drop mine, Colin, and I can't believe I hadn't already. Boom. There's Jordan Hyman LFC, and then that link right there. That'll take you to him. He's got the subs that he needs, but he does not have the watch hours. So everybody, let's help him get some watch hours. Jordan, if I understand that correctly, at least that is what is up. But yeah, big up, Jordan. Thanks for being here, brother. Appreciate you. And look who just popped in the house. It's another member of La Familia. It's Kuva99. What's up, dog? Kuva's been everywhere too. Lately too. So early doors says.
I've got theory about Kuva. I reckon there's 5 of him.
That might be true. Have you ever seen Harry Potter where they had that little gizmo that turned back time and let Hermione take many classes? Maybe he's got something like that. He's doing some magic. Early doors, though, I wanted to get his comment up. He said, have to say, even if Antonio scored without one-on-one, I think VAR would have intervened as Paquetá clearly took out Maddison on the edge of West Ham's 18-yard box. Yeah, he cleaned his clock, dude. He cleaned his clock.
What was the referee looking at? He body checks him.
That referee, I didn't think he did a wonderful job yesterday. But I don't want to blame the referee for things. I feel like it's a little bit, it's not my thing. I'm not Jurgen Klopp. No offense, Jordan. I'm just poking at you.
I'm Jurgen Klopp's sister on that one because the referee, he clearly saw it and he never gave it. And even my husband, who's a neutral fan, he supports QPR, as you know, he said that was a definite foul. Yeah, it clearly was.
Do you think? I think they would have made him check it with VAR, and if they called him over to the monitor, he would have called it off because they always change the decision when they're called over to the monitor.
Kuva says because my husband's home and he's going to put TV on.
There you go. You're a pro at this.
He's also doing an Adrian with his dressing gown on.
Yes, I'm gonna have to get one. I'll order one today when the show's over.
I'll come
Kuva. Yeah, hopefully the cat joins you. Usually got the kitty cat.
She normally does. She normally goes on the spare bed.
Yeah. So, Kuva, though, he says he's got a belly the size of 5 other people's, Elly, but there's only one of him. And then Dekaru says, Kuva clones, I'm scared. And then Early Doors is trying to tell us that challenge on Maddison was clean. Come on, brother. Come on, man. And then we got Otter in the house. I could let everybody in on a secret. I might do it. Otter is my wife. That's my wife on here. So everybody say hi, babe. Yeah, she's the best.
I think Otter needs to sub to Eltel.
Holy shit, Otter, have you not? Otter, hold on. Let me get the link in here. Jose, I thought you were gone and you just appeared.
No,
I don't
I'm
know if you
doing
heard.
something in the background. I'm inputting results in the background. So sorry.
Oh shit! Thank you. No,
Oh,
we
no.
appreciate you. I just didn't know you were there, and I heard you, and I was like, aha, Jose is here. So Otter, do me a favor, run over there, and sub, pleasies. And then Mia says, Otter, big up Beth for putting up with Colin. Hey, I'm not so bad. I'm not so bad.
Can I second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth, ninth, 100th that?
God, guys, I'm really a good person. I promise. But yeah, she is really good for putting up with
your
me.
burner love.
Exactly. She yeah, she misses a lot of the last.
Kate loves Verna as well. You can have.
Does she really?
Yeah, she does.
Holy shit! Kate and I agree on something. That's wild too. She and I don't always agree. Somebody else popped in here. Otter says she's subbed. I guess I could just call you Beth. Beth is subbed.
Thank you, Beth. You're a star.
Yes, she is a star. Potato Stew saying hiya. Big up Potato Stew. Big up Potato Stew. And then yeah, Early Doors reckons that the ref was making up for missing things earlier. Which could be the case. I hate that though. I hate when refs try to you know what I mean, to try to even things out for teams. They're like, oh well, I missed a foul earlier, so I'm gonna let this blatant foul go. Makes me mad.
Yeah.
Early Doors has to ask, what was up with Son? He didn't look his usual self. Early Doors, controversial statement, but he doesn't look himself every 1 out of 3 games or so, and I think it's just a combination of things, but one of them being he's getting a little bit older, and you know that happens. He's had to change his play style up a bit. He used to be able to run and run. He's even said himself he can't make those like high intensity sprints nearly as often, similar to Gareth Bale whenever he came back, actually. So yeah, I mean, I don't think Son was like terrible or anything yesterday. He didn't shoot. There were multiple times, Ellie, that I noticed where he had time to shoot, and he didn't. And I thought that was kind of strange.
He was fatty with his feet. He couldn't get his feet right yesterday.
Yeah,
I know there was rain on the pitch, and like I saw another YouTuber saying that it does affect the way you play. Of course it does, because the ball is slippery and the grass is slippery.
And it's literally sitting up a little higher than normal. And
it's harder. But I think he's not been taking shots all season, has he, from outside the box? Which the prior season, even though he scored 10, I think 9 of them were outside the box. You know, he's doing like a fox in the box more with positive style. You know,
and I'm sure that's taught to him, and he's instructed to do that. But I do miss his shots from outside the box. You know what I mean? The curling top corner don't even look like they're going in and curling at the last second type goals, and he's a king at that. And it would be good at breaking down these packed defenses. But
I hope he gets them against Arsenal. Come on, Sonny.
He always manages to. Yeah, send him an email. Do it. Jess has smashed some likes up, and Jess is right. Everybody, make sure you are smashing up the likes.
Yeah, the one thing that we're really bad on Tottenham channels, it's not just here, it's every channel, is we're really, really bad on the like button. We are really, really bad on the like button. You go on to Jess's, and everyone is like motorized into hitting the like button when they come in, when they leave a comment during the show, when they leave. And we, as channels, we need to start doing some of that. So Jess has got it on lock and got it on point on her channel. And I don't feel that we do enough of that on our channels. That's not just us. That's a lot of the Tottenham channels.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah, let's pick it up, guys. Let's pick it up. Myself, whenever, I'll make sure to do it myself as well. But yeah, see if we can get the stream on 40 likes. I have no idea how many it's on, guys, but we can do
29.
Yeah, come on, 11 likes. We can do it. We can do this. Thanks to everybody, though, who is here, who has joined us. I think it's about time that I do this because I do it every time because it is funny. I need to make some more, though, and I'm actually getting ready to have Beth, if she's still watching, too, make up some more designs because she's the artistic one out of the two of us. But I always put up my store just for fun, and I like to have this guy showing. Oops, let me make us bigger. It's even worse. Yeah, here we go. So I like to have this guy showing.
Love it.
That is, you could own that shirt if you wanted to. And there's some more Talking Ball merch. I guess I ought to post the link for that as well. It's pretty cool. It's pretty cool, guys, and you can get some cool stuff. There will be some new products up today. Check it out if you want some creative Spurs merch. There's some funny arguments going on, it looks like, between Mia and Early Doors. And arguments isn't the right word. It's just some light stuff. Just the only thing the ref missed was giving you guys more yellows. And he said we're more about giving out reds. No, wait, more about giving out flowers? What is that? Can't tell. But yeah, he says there were some moments, but that is standard of our refs these days. Very true. Very true. Shem Tam says, if I hit the like button, help me win the Premier League prediction contest and the $1 million prize, and I'll hit the like. He's right. He's 100% right, guys. $1 million for the prize. It's Zimbabwe dollars. I don't know how. I still don't know. That's still too much money. Yeah, exactly. Zimbabwe dollars, and we'll make sure that gets paid out to the winner. Ryan's saying if they mess the Champions League up, I'll get one of those. But I think it would be a bit premature to get one right now. That's true. That's true. But yeah, if they do lose out on Champions League, we all have to get one of these. That would be awesome. Early Doors says, oh, sorry. It's a rose. We're all decent, us hammers. I believe it. You seem like a good person. So it's funny though. I don't know if you're familiar at all with my segment of my show. I can't play the opening right now. I would absolutely love to, but the show will get demonetized instantly. I don't know if it, I don't know if it matters.
Since Collins hit the lofty heights, everything needs to change now. So we can't mess. He can't mess around as much anymore. He's got to do a bit of tinkering before he can mess around again. And we know that Colin likes to mess around.
I do. I'm just gonna play it. No, it doesn't matter.
No. Leave it. Leave it.
Okay. All right. Well, there's a show that we play early doors called Keeper West Ham. It's a lot of fun. I just got to change the music on it. When I first made the intro, the music was like free to use stuff. But since then, because it's been 2 years ago, they have like monetized the song. So yeah, I'll get that changed and it'll be back.
Surely we can find another 1970 retro song. We can put in there, can't we?
Yeah.
We can even find. I'm sure we can find one that's very similar, or I could commission a friend of mine to make it. He does that type of stuff.
You know what I'll do then on my next show on LTEL, we'll do a Keeper West Ham there because I can play it as many times as you want for the time being. So in order for people not to miss out, we can then do that on when we do it.
That sounds perfect. Yeah. That sounds perfect. And Jess is on it. She's saying smash the likes. No, everyone's not listening to Jess, and she's not going to stop telling you.
She's got it on lock.
She does. It's Klopp's final year. They're going to look after him. Defo, not all hammers are decent. Same as any fan base. That's true. Saw Early Doors has seen Keeper West Ham, so he found it funny. Good deal. Love you, Early Doors. You're a good person. And look at that. Smash up the like button for these two gents and this wonderful lady. Call GP back to when you made. Exactly. I need the mustache back. If we were talking about Beth, she won't let me do the mustache. She thinks it's ugly. So, and I could get away with it for like a day, maybe if I shave that and then have the mustache for the show, and then shave the mustache when the show's over.
Well, she's kind of right because since you've had your trim, you do look a lot younger and a lot more sprucier and a lot finer. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It got out of control.
Grizzly.
I know everyone was very nice and not to say anything. They weren't like, "Hey, you look like a hobo," but they were all thinking it.
You look like you'd gone rabid out of control.
It looked like I needed help and intervention.
My husband, he grows what I call a Robert Perez underneath his...
A little triangle.
Yeah, oh my God, when he does that. And he comes out the bathroom after he's trimmed it, like thinking he's a Cheshire cat. And then my daughters give him, they really don't like it. They say, when you're asleep, Dad, we're getting a razor.
Oh my God, he'll sleep. Sounds like he'd sleep right through it too, with the way that he is. So you guys, man of the match for Spurs versus West Ham. West Ham versus Spurs.
What man of the match for the whole game? Who we thought played the best out of both teams?
Well, no, just from us.
I'll give it to Vicario.
I saw that coming. Jose?
Really good save.
I'm giving it to Van der Ven. I thought Van der Ven was absolutely immense. When Jared Bowen went down in the first start very early on, he went down our right, their right, our left, and Van der Ven went in. He had the jump on Van der Ven, and Van der Ven made a kind of a tackle and stood up, but made the tackle. Bowen went to ground. Van der Ven just walked away with the ball and just went like that to him, like, get up. And then after that, I think Bowen realised he weren't going to get the better of him. And then I saw Antonio try to outrun Van der Ven. And then Antonio just thought, nah, I ain't doing it.
He just gave up.
This guy's different. And I saw Kudos try and do it with Van der Ven. And Van der Ven, at the end of the day, these boys knew straight away, this guy is the fastest guy in the league. And we're not gonna do him on running. And that was giving him a head start. And let me tell you, for those that don't know, Bowen, Antonio, and Kudos are no slouches. They would be in the upper end in the Premiership in speed. And for Van der Ven to do all three of them, I say Van der Ven. I thought he'd made some timely challenges. He never slid in. He didn't slide.
Even that one challenge. There was one challenge where he did kind of slide in.
Yeah, he did.
And then he hit the ball away with his hand and got the yellow.
But the thing is, when I say he didn't slide in, you got players that will always go to ground, Elly. Right?
No, yeah. What I mean, he slide tackled cleanly.
Yeah, but what I'm saying, but for me, he stays on his feet 95% of the time.
Yeah, he does.
So that's why I said he doesn't slide in, because he's a man that stays on his feet. And I remember the great Paolo Maldini. Paolo Maldini never slid tackle at all. Paolo Maldini said, "Why do I have to slide when I can just keep jockey and keep people and win the ball being on my feet?" Because if you slide, you've then got to get back off the floor. You lose that momentum. You've got to get back off the floor. If you stay on your feet, you don't lose that momentum. So,
yeah. It depends where you're doing the slide tackle as well, Jose. Like if somebody's bombing down the wing, right, and you're standing up, right, and then they put the ball past you, then you can slide and win the ball that way. Yeah.
Yeah.
But the thing is, he's got so much pace, he doesn't need to slide. Really, he only done it once in the match. But most of the time he was standing his ground and winning the ball that way, 90% of the time, because he's just sheer class. The speed of him is like nothing else. You hear the commentator, he said, I'd like to see Walker and Van der Ven. Well, Van der Ven's faster. He is.
Yeah.
But Van der Ven is clocked as having the highest speed in the Premiership. And
I guess distance would factor in. You know what I mean? It depends on the distance.
But do you know what? Look how quick Van der Ven is. Over a longer distance, he's even quicker.
Yeah.
So that just shows you, over a longer distance, he's even quicker. Have you not seen the highlight reel from him in Germany before he came to us? Where there was a corner was played, right? As he's at the other end of the pitch for a corner. The ball was headed out by their defender from a corner, and they broke. Right, and the ball was kicked immediately to the halfway line. He's ran from the edge of their box and made the tackle on the edge of his box while the player started on the halfway line.
Yeah,
the man has got speed to kill, man.
Statement signing. I swear, he's going to end up being one of the best defenders in the league.
Yeah. See, his speed is not his only attribute, though. He times his tackles so well. And he is awareness, bringing the ball out as well. He's good at bringing the ball out and linking up with the midfielders. So we've got a jewel in the crown there, haven't we?
Absolutely.
And if people haven't, go over and support Jesse at JSY Talks Football fan channel.
100%. Yes, absolutely. Head over there. Like I was saying earlier, they're always streaming over there too. So if you're ever bored, lonely, need some entertainment in your life, head over there.
And then
They
you've
are
got
streaming.
Kari said, I've had a beard for about 5 years now, grew it, and we won our first football final after 20 years of trying. Kept it since. Once shaved everything except the beard. The 70s vibe was horrifying.
Yeah,
We've got Paul G. Paul G's in the house.
Hey, Paul.
And he's saying hello. He's saying evening all and hello to people.
Big up, Paul.
Early doors saying, Jose, if you look at my thumbnail for last night, I had VDV as your main guy, and I wasn't wrong.
Hell yeah.
Ryan G. Paolo Maldini's line. I watched clips of him the other day, and he was slide tackling. Tell me the percentage of time that he slid tackled, because he was always on his feet. Destiny says VDV doesn't need to slide tackle because he's pace and positioning.
100%.
Daniel Lee says Johnson was the only one actually trying to make something happen in the team. He was taking one, two or three players at times, while the other forwards were shocking. Kuva is saying that Porro was a man of the match for him. Didn't get forward much, but he won most tackles and always cut the danger out. Really, really solid. And then you've got Daniel Sandoval saying, big up familia.
Hey, Senor Sandoval.
And Jesse saying, catch you all soon. I'll be on later doing the Arsenal-Luton game. Up the Hatters.
Yeah. That'll be awesome, Jess. I'll make sure to tune in while I'm working.
And Wayne B is saying, Maldini was superb. Quality defender, way above the levels and standards of everybody else. Wasn't he just?
Jose,
Elly?
Yeah, we did a minute ago, but I didn't say anything. She'll be back, I'm sure. I bet her phone died. 100 to 1, her phone died.
Or someone's changed the internet settings in their house.
Yeah, that happens too. Real quick, Jose, would you eat this? It's biscuits and gravy. It's a big thing in the United States. The comment makes it.
It don't look like fucking biscuits. What are you talking about? It looks like sick.
Let's see what everyone in the chat says. We have a white gravy, brown gravy conversation a lot, Jose and I.
But what's biscuits? That looks to me more like it looks like a croissant, like a flat croissant or something.
So biscuits are like they're like flaky on the outside and kind of crunchy, and on the inside they're like kind of soft and bread like. And then I don't eat this, by the way. I'm a picky eater. I don't eat shit like this, but a lot of people absolutely love it. And it's biscuits and gravy. And yeah, it's a breakfast thing.
Look at that. Look at the comments that are coming in. Right, hold on. Right, hold on. Look at that.
What the hell is that? White gravy?
Look at that.
Savage.
He says I'm being savage by saying that. Hold on. Right.
Looks absolutely grim. People go over there. I mean, they go out of their way to eat this. It's not a biscuit. That's a pastry. Yeah, you guys. Yeah. It's called a cake or scone. See, learning things. That's fucking disgusting, and I'm not a fussy eater at all. Oh my god, well, I am one. And WTF is that? Good stuff. It's not food porn. JBG, proper muck, and then Otter is laughing. Good stuff. She'll eat biscuits and gravy all day, every day. If I said, "Hey, I'm going to eat biscuits and gravy right now," she'd say yes. If that was pie and mash, then it would be lovely. But that looks like fish pie gone wrong. Oh my god! Oh man, gross.
You started this.
I can't even read that one. It looks like a horse splurge. Splurge is just the word splurge is what's getting me there. Ryan says grim. Looks like something my dog brought up, says Mia. And then Daniel said, that's bloody gravy. What the fuck? Okay. I just had to show everybody. We talk about white gravy a lot, and I wanted to get
right. So what it is, Colin asked me about white gravy, and I've said to Colin, I've never ever heard of white gravy. I said all the gravy I've ever heard of is brown. Right? I've never heard of white gravy. And he said, but in America we do white gravy to your brown.
We do both. But yeah.
Okay.
People put brown gravy on like
Colin's now telling me they do both.
Yeah.
But their gravy is just mad gravy.
I don't eat it, so I can at least say that a little too picky for that. Grim is Beth's new favorite word. She loves that. Grim. Yeah, that is a good response. A good one-word response. Green liquor.
Yeah, green liquor is what you have with pie and mash.
Oh, okay. Interesting. See, I'm learning. God, I'm learning so much stuff. And it's good that I'm learning it now before I come over. New segment, Calls Crazy Cuisine. I could get that going. Just get some very American shit to show. White gravy here is something different for sure. LOL. God, I really did open up this can of worms, but
You certainly have, mate. Carry on. There's more comments. That's not it.
There's a reason why we ain't using white gravy over here, and I see why. I just looked it up. White gravy is basically bechamel sauce, in which case it's too bland and I'll pass. Bland it is, Kuba. Ryan G's just laughing. Wayne says, Jesus, what the fuck is that? It looks like a gangbang porn cream pie. Jesus Christ. Surely that ain't actually gravy, Daniel. You guys. Let's eat German burgers and French fries and call it American. Yeah, hey. We do that. We are very good at taking other people's things and calling them ours. But I think biscuits and gravy is a very American thing, from what I could tell. But yeah, guys, if you're interested, I can post a recipe. You guys can make that yourself. I was thinking about seeing if Jose would let me make him breakfast one day when I'm over there, and I could hook you guys up with a funny American style breakfast. Well, we'll see. Yeah. We'll talk about that more. That could be hilarious.
And can we remind people, Colin hasn't done this. Colin's not very good at selling his channel, right? But just remind people that the membership link is pinned to the chat. And if people would like to become members, you're more than welcome to do so. Getting a membership gets you some perks, and one of them is also being on member shows and coming in and having your say and coming on screen with us. On Saturday, I don't think the final details have been done yet on Saturday, but Colin's looking to having a party on Saturday. In the evening, nice. Saturday, BST in the evening. I don't know what time it's going to be yet, but basically we're going to go and have a show here. It'll be a members stroke party show that he's going to have. And then what we're going to do, we're doing it before Jesse goes on. And then what we're going to do is we're going to send people from our channel over to Jesse straight after. So we can have a continuation of madness, not only from Talk and Ball, but the madness will then continue over at Jesse's channel as well. Is that right, Mr. Colin? Because it's the Talk and Ball show.
100% correct. You are on it. You're on it. Thank you so much for your help, continued help with the channel. Yes, everybody. I'm bad at selling it because I feel weird, but we do have memberships available. You could be part of La Familia as well, and like Jose says, it gets you into the member shows, and they're a lot of fun. Ask Mia; she's always there. Mia will tell you it's a great time. I wouldn't even give that to the dog, to be honest. Man, Stu, you're killing me. American breakfast is pancakes and bacon for me. Oh, hell yeah. Well, I prefer, pancakes. No, that's good. That's good. Sausage. We do these little sausage patties. It's like ground sausage that they make into like a little disc or like puck looking thing. Those are big here.
Oh, look at this. Look at that.
After seeing white gravy, I ain't trusting any American ever again cooking my food. Yeah, man. Sent people to have wild time, then a super wild time at Jesse's. LOL.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. Early Doors is telling you how liquor is made.
Cook your own. Make your own green liqueur. Basically, parsley sauce. And some use the liquor after cooking eels. What?
Yeah, they cook the eels. They cook the eels, and they use the water from the eels, and they put the parsley into it and all that. And what it is, it's upside down pies with mashed potato and the green liquor all around it. I don't personally eat it myself, but I know other people do.
I'll have to try. I'll have to try while I'm there. Make a reaction video.
Match, not eels. No slimy food is going in my mouth.
You don't like what about squid? Fried calamari? You ever eat that stuff?
Yeah, calamari's lovely. God, calamari's lovely.
Because it's quite tough, isn't it? It's quite tough.
It is a bit.
it's a little bit tougher, and they put the batter around it, which is lovely. It makes it taste a bit decent.
Exactly. Not much flavor in the actual squid, and that batter is good. Ryan was gonna eat soon, but he can't now because he is seeing the biscuits and gravy. I was gonna put it back up, but I won't do that to you guys. Jess's channel is insane. Last 2 Saturdays I've watched, gone to bed, woke up to see it still going. Yeah, last Saturday I made an appearance. It was a pretty funny one. But they do have a great show over there. American cheese is an abomination. More chemicals than an entire periodic table. Yeah, it is gross. It should not be a bright yellow square that comes individually wrapped. Not at all.
He's saying I'm missing out on the pie and mash. I don't think I am, mate. Pie and mash and jelly deals, nah. Keep it for yourself down in East London.
I like pie and mash, but I like the way I make it, not like the EastEnders way.
Yeah, you make it the Greek way.
My dad taught me how to make the proper suet puddings because my dad was a chef, so I can do that.
That's cool. No wonder you're such a
puddings.
good cook.
Like steak and kidney suet pudding with mash and garden peas. I like garden peas.
Oh shit! Sorry.
With the gravy.
How did we go? How did we go from Spurs versus West Ham to this? Yeah.
Because we're all hungry. That's why it's dinner time.
Good evening, Bill. Bill Beebe's a new name. So Arsenal
up, Bill?
play Luton at home tonight, like we did last week. I wonder what the score will be. We made hard work out of it. Will they? And then he says, "Quids is fishing bait only."
I think Arsenal are gonna honestly trounce Luton. I hate to say that, but I think Arsenal will win by quite a few goals.
Do you think Arsenal are sticking out the first team? Would you think that? Well, do you think Arsenal are making changes basically tonight?
Yeah,
minimal.
I think 1 or 2 changes. Yeah, maybe save Martinelli again, not risk him.
I can see that too.
Go with Jesus up front because he's probably. See, Trossard, he's been scoring goals here, there, and everywhere, hasn't he? He gets those important goals. Yeah, but they even benched him against Man City, didn't they?
Didn't he come on as a sub, Trossard?
Yeah, he came on as a sub, quite late on.
Well, I've got Arsenal to win tonight. Luton a different proposition away from home, I think. But it'll be interesting. I mean, I'd love them to have a go tonight, but you know, it is what it is. We have got Niall Kane is here saying big ups to
Whoa, big ups, Niall. The man from Montrose.
Yeah, the man from Montrose.
And I'm learning this. Shit.
Whilst I'm here, if you haven't done so already, please support the person.
I took it away.
The person with their arms up in the stream.
Where did the thing go?
Eltel Cockerel. Get over there and subscribe to Eltel Cockerel.
And what's my music going to be, Ellie?
What music you're going to use for Eltel?
Yeah, what's my intro going to be? You did it for me earlier. You just need to clip it. What's it going to be? What did you do? There we go. But to match it a day.
Yes, everybody make sure that you have subscribed to Eltel Cockerel. There's going to be some new music incoming. You heard it here first.
The one thing, Eltel Cockerel, you're out.
What, you're out? Did I put that?
Oh
no! I just put it like 8 times in a row, so it looked goofy. That's better.
The one thing you're going to find is that here it's a madhouse. We're not.
Hi, Kate, as well. Just the girl loves birds.
Can I put it up as well?
I got you.
It's just a madhouse. It's just a madhouse. So here you've got.
Put one in for my girl. Just the girl loves Spurs.
Yeah, he's doing it now.
Yeah, thank you.
James the Tottenham fan is saying, "I'm going to Greece next month."
Oh shit!
So yeah, over here at youtube.com, just the girl who loves Spurs. That's where Ellie's other home is. With
if
Kate
anybody's
and
down
Jim.
to Greece, I urge you to go to Kefalonia. It's absolutely stunning. Beautiful.
You heard it here first.
Unspoiled.
Everybody check it out. It sounds beautiful.
Karu's saying the eels is big in Japan. I tried it, but the taste was just too strong for me.
Yeah, I couldn't do it.
Um,
I haven't tried it, but I don't think
Early
I can do
doors
it
is
on.
saying, Jose, I've tried jelly eels. That's so wrong. Just a sliver of meat tastes acting awful.
Oh no, it's
Um,
disgusting.
Danny says that Arsenal will destroy Luton and he's saying 6-0. Ryan's G saying comfy win. The man from Montrose, as I said earlier, has come in and he's there.
Big
Good
ups.
evening, Niall.
Yeah.
Kuva is saying Ellie's a whiz with a packet of suet. All the lads want a bit of a pie and dumplings.
Hey.
I make my own suet. I don't use any packet rubbish.
And then you've got the disabled team
Come
saying,
on,
now
Gilbert,
I
you
know.
it.
You've got disabled team Stu saying, now I know why Americans offer bigger portions. It's because they know it's hard to get rid of it.
There you go. Absolutely. That's it. That's it. You figured it out, Stu.
So Colin's plugging the channel in again. Then we've got a person I haven't seen for a while here. He says, remember, I know one thing I ain't going for America for their food in the future. I know that's one thing for sure. So if he's going to America, he ain't going for the food. Here's Norman Lamont. I haven't seen Norman in a minute. How
What's
are you,
up,
Norman?
buddy?
I hope you're well. It's been a while since we've seen you, and it's 4 a.m. in the morning. He says he can't sleep.
Christ. Well, I'm glad at least we're here, at least for a little while.
I'm not sure whether you joined a football show or a food show, Norman. It depends how long.
See what everybody else saw.
It depends how long you've been hearing
Gordon
us.
Ramsay went to America, right? He done a tour of America, and he was bigging up American food. He loved it.
And look, we
so
got
he's
Chrissy
star
P.
chef.
Hey,
Chris Peters.
And James Martin.
Chris Peters.
James Martin, chef.
Chris Peters is the man. One of the very first supporters of the channel ever. Maybe the first. Big up Chris Peters.
It's nice to have Chris here as well.
Yeah.
Nice to have Chris.
Where's Chris met at football? Is he coming?
I think he might be traveling still.
I think he came back. He was on the show earlier, commenting. I think he's travelled back to Spain either last night or early this morning. He travelled back home.
Did he go to the Luton match?
No, he was here with
Luton match?
No, he was here with his wife and children, visiting some family. Bill Beebe says, I always want arses to lose, but doubt Luton will do it. Come on, Luton. Should have been squid is fishing bait. I am in Dover and used it for bait.
Damn, those must be some big fish, my man.
Daniel Lee loves Greece. He's been there 10 times.
I've been there 0. I'll have to go.
And Mia saying, I like the slither of meat, but not eels.
Agreed.
Ryan is saying, I've never been to Greece. It's a country I'd love to go. Early Doors is saying that he's already subbed to Just to Go Love Spurs.
Yeah.
There's over 100 islands to visit. There's over 100 islands to visit in Greece. You know, like this. But Kefalonia, I've been to a few. Cyprus, obviously, where my mum and dad are from, is beautiful. Kefalonia is more green, and that's where they filmed Captain Corelli's mandolin, John Hurt. It's absolutely stunning there. It's like an oasis. It's beautiful.
It sounds beautiful.
I've
definitely
been it up as well. Yeah.
You got to rep where you're from. You got to. So no, we get it 100%.
Hey, Karu's saying I'll be making my first trip. Go on.
No, I'm saying Ange Postecoglou from near Philadelphia, which means it's like Philadelphia. Your country's got Philadelphia. Well, that derived from Greece.
Interesting. See? That's crazy. Yeah. I was near Philadelphia. Actually, I wasn't that close, but I was in the same state as Philadelphia when I went to my wedding a couple weeks ago. So
you like it?
Interesting stuff. Yeah. Philadelphia is sweet. Yeah, I've been there. It's a nice place. Historical, very historical there. You get your American history and all that goodness. So that's good. But yeah, so it looks like James, the Tottenham fan, says he says, I thought I'll treat to me and my mom to a holiday, so we are going to Greece for a week. James, you're a nice dude. Your mom raised a good one.
Guys, I've just heard Angela come in, so I've got to go because
okay. Yeah.
I'm gonna be sous chefing her this evening.
Well, enjoy and do a good
so
job.
I
Make
have
sure
to
you
go.
don't make her mad. Yeah, don't make her mad. Do a good job. But yeah,
Yeah,
Elly,
don't
thank
worry.
you. We appreciate you, Elly. I'll
Thank you
put the
very
link
much,
back up
mate.
for
Appreciate
just
you inviting
this is
me
a girl who
on.
loves Spurs. Of course, yeah. You're always invited,
Girl
Elly.
Love
Always.
Spurs, Kate and Jim, and myself. Take care. Have a good time, whatever you do, however long you go for. Right, darling? Take care.
Sounds
Come on,
perfect.
you Spurs. Come on.
Come on, you Spurs. See ya, Elly.
You got James Madison.
And guys, that is Elly again. When she's not here, you can catch her at Just a Girl Who Loves Spurs. So what else we got? I saw that. So Chris says Jose's music will be something from a spaghetti western. That is what it sounded like. Good point. He also says, Colin, when are you coming to England again? In May? Yeah, the 14th. I'll be arriving. And then I'm going to be there for 6 days in England, then running around a bit, and then 7 days in England, sorry, then running around a bit, and then coming back to England to end the trip out. So, yeah, be there for like 8 or 9 days total, and we definitely need to hang out and have some fun, dude. Kuva's saying that fresh American food is fine. It's the processed stuff that would kill a horse within a week. Then how am I alive, Kuva? It's all I eat. I will say I went to Italy once and ate the food there, drank the water there, and that was the most healthy I've felt ever. I have like this arthritis problem. Didn't have it. It was I think the water, the clean water, and the good food I was eating really did a number. It did help. So everybody, if you're not feeling too well, eat a bunch of fresh, healthy things. It definitely helps. But Jose, you know what time it is. It's about time. I've got the jazz on. Any final thoughts before we head out today?
So yeah, I think Disabled Team was asking a question.
Oh shit, I missed it.
Right. Yeah, so Stewie, Chris has put on his channel, he's put it on his community page, that after all the problems that he's had with his mum passing, and all the issues that have come around that, and he's been training, taking his coaching badges. He's coaching B license or whatever, so he can start training football teams out in Spain. Now that he's done all that, he's going to be coming back mid-April, and he's going to start doing bits and pieces on his channel again, mate. So yeah, if you look on his community page, he put a message out there a couple of weeks ago.
Boom.
And when he was over, and I spoke to him on Friday, I went and met him and spoke to him Friday. He said he's looking forward to coming back and doing some work and building up his channel again. So that's the answer to that, Stu.
That's awesome. I'm looking forward to having more Chris in my life. He's a good dude. Descartes says, is it true that the orange American cheese turns your hair orange? Exhibit 1, call. Yes. I had black hair when I was born, and it has turned this color because of all the cheese. Guys, thanks so much for joining us today. Sorry that I'm ending abruptly. I always do that. I never look at the clock, and then I'm like, oh, shit, I got to work. But to everybody that's been here, thank you so much. To Jose.
2 likes away. 2 more likes, and we hit the 40 for the stream.
Come on. If you haven't hit the like yet, if you're watching, go ahead and hit it. Or else I'll put the biscuits and gravy back up. I swear I will. Don't make me do it, guys. I got my finger on the button. I can put them up. Jose's eating.
Before we go, yeah, I've got to eat because I'm playing football tonight, so I need to eat now. I'm playing football in 2 hours, and I've eaten so late.
Shit, homie. Yeah, you're going to feel that in your tummy.
So, just so everyone knows, tomorrow, Talk and Ball, Colin's channel, tomorrow, Talk and Ball at 4 p.m. There'll be another show tomorrow. So, this is the daily show that Colin does on Talk and Ball at 4 p.m. And tomorrow evening, I haven't decided on the time. I may switch the time up. I may go to 10 o'clock, but I think it's listed for 9. I may go to 10, and that'll be my mop-up show tomorrow evening.
Hell yeah. Always a good time.
That's a fun show where you can just ask me questions, and we all get to know a bit about each other in the chat and that. So, and I might have people on tomorrow. Let's see how it goes, because I haven't got no work. I'm not working this week, so I can stream. So there we go.
Hell yeah.
But
Hell yeah.
in saying that, what I would say to you is thank you everyone for watching. The most important part of doing these shows are the people that we have in the chat. Are great people. You're the ones that make the show. The people that are listening on X as well, thank you for listening in, because we can see the numbers on YouTube and I can see the numbers on X. So thank you for listening in on X as well.
Thank you guys. Appreciate you big time.
And yeah, just get ready to be notified. And apart from the 2 shows tomorrow, we will be dual streaming at 4 o'clock on Friday to do the prediction show for the results. What I will say, early doors, it's your call, mate. It's up to you. But if you want, you can enter predictions, i.e. tell us what you think the scores will be in each of the games, and I can get you in if you want. If you want to put them now on the chat whilst we close up, I'll get you in, and you can then enter our predictions league as well. So what you need is not like Arsenal to win. If you think it's going to be 3-0, you put down Arsenal 3-0, or whatever the scores are going to be for the remaining 5 games of the week, and then we can get you in, mate. Yeah. So it's up to you. Your call.
It's a good time. It's a good time, man. You should definitely think about it. Look at that. But early door says we got to 41 likes. We did it. Chris Peters just subscribed to Stu's channel. Big up.
Brilliant.
And then Ryan G is bigging up everybody. James is bigging up everybody.
Yeah. You know what? We haven't put it up, but get over to the disabled team.
Yeah.
To Stu's channel. Get over to the disabled team and support Stu. Stu's a pillar of the Leeds community. Real good gentleman, a good supporter of Tottenham channels. I met Stu about near enough about a year ago, and it was I actually met Stu on Tottenham streams, and that's how I got to know him. So Stu's a really nice fella. So yeah, there you go. Go over and support Stu at the disabled team. It all helps. It all helps. Yeah.
Early door says, "Yep, Stu's a great guy. He sure is." And everybody, as I always say at the end of the shows, make sure to be nice to others today. Be nice to yourself today. And yeah, I hope everything that you do goes just the way you want it. I hope you have a great day, everybody. Jose, go score a hat trick and 3 assists. I want a hat trick of assists and goals from you today, okay?
I'll try my best.
All right, man. All right. Everybody, thanks again for tuning in. Big love, big up to the entire Spurs community and the West Ham community too. To everybody, big up to the football, YouTube, soccer community. To everybody, we love you guys. And yeah, with that, I'll play us out with everybody's favorite song. Our team has got who?
James Maddison. Thank you, everyone.
Thanks, everyone.
My team has got James Maddison. James Maddison is what we need. Whoa, thank God we got James Madison. This kid plays ball like you would never believe. Whoa.